Hello and welcome back to Matt Hayes' Tottenham Blog, to today's watch-along for Leeds United against Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League. Following Leicester's 4-2 defeat at home to Newcastle last night, the glimmer of hope for Spurs and Champions League qualification is back on. But look, I'm not going to sit here and say I think we're going to get it, but we have to win today if we want that chance to remain. Let's welcome a few people here into the stream. We got Vince here, Vince, channel member. Thank you very much for tuning in. Says, can't wait for this. Should be a cracking match. Loads of goals, loads of hustle and bustle. 10-0 to Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. And a little Enoch out there as well. Look, you're a bit optimistic there with the 10-0, but I'd certainly take it. We got Celery Agent in here. LCFC Farhan says, good luck, but I want you to lose as a Leicester City fan. I'm still so shocked at my yesterday result anyway. Good luck with the game. And yeah, I'm off. Look, thanks for tuning in, Farhan. And I'll tell you something, I was quite happy with that result last night as well. Celery Agent says, hope you lose every game for the rest of the season. I agree. Dark Sung G, absolute legend here, says, if we can score a lot and keep a clean sheet, our goal difference will be ahead of Leicester. And that could be a very important thing going into the final game of the season against them. We got Chamu here as well. Joe Thurgood, Sue Smith, Ollie, welcome to the stream. We got lineups coming out in about 13 minutes. We'll have live reaction right here for that. Then we will be starting the members call-in show in about 20-25 minutes after we get that lineup reaction out of the way. And we'll be going in there, all our build-up to kick-off. And we will be joined by Will Stewart and the Irish Hotspur, David Harris, for the game as well. So it's going to be a very, very good show the whole way through. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Do make sure to hit that like button if you are looking forward to this game, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. But let's bring in Lily White Lane just to talk through what we're expecting here from the lineup. First of all, how are you getting on today?
Yeah, all good, all good. Long time no see, Matt. How are you?
I'm all good. It has been a while. It's been too long since you've been on here, but look, you're back. I'm sure you're raring to go, and we're 12 minutes out now from lineups. What are you expecting from Spurs?
Look, I'm really expecting an entertaining game. Now, even under Jose Mourinho, I'd be heading into this game expecting an entertaining game. But under Ryan Mason, where you've clearly seen over the past few games, we've played some very, very expressive attacking football. And I think heading into this one against the most attacking side in the Premier League, I think we can expect to see goals. But honestly, I do believe we will see Tottenham counter-attack in this game. I don't think it's going to be one of those games where we go full out, play very, very expressive, fast-paced football. I think we're going to try and bring them on to us and counter-attack them, because there are side leagues where they're so good up top. They're really, really clinical on goal. They've scored some phenomenal goals this season, and everyone knows they play a very, very attacking style of play. They always tend to press their opposition. But in this type of game, I believe we are going to have to counter-attack them. And whenever you see a team counter-attacking, the likes of United earlier in the season, many, many other teams, they get absolutely thrashed because they can't handle it. They commit so many players forward that when they actually get counter-attacked, they get absolutely smashed. So I am expecting to see goals. My score prediction for this one is actually 5-3. I said it on my preview. I'm expecting a lot of goals in this one.
Well, I'd certainly love that. Make for an entertaining game and a bit of entertaining viewing, which you don't get too often in the Premier League anymore. Looking at the Leeds lineup, there's one part of that I'm really looking forward to seeing, and that is the expected absence of Calvin Phillips and Rafinha, two players who have been absolutely crucial to Leeds this season, with Phillips bringing that energy and that power in midfield alongside Matthias Klick, and then Rafinha just being that sensational player down the right-hand side. Do you think without their two main men, there's much hope for Leeds in this one?
Look, it's definitely I think it is going to cost them, because Calvin Phillips is a type of player who holds up the midfield so well. As to say, he passes the ball around really, really nicely. He's a player that I really do rate. But you look at a player such as Rafinha, and I believe he should be playing for a top club. Now, I understand Leeds, in the coming years, the way they're going, the direction their club wants to go, and their ambitions could be a top club. But he's a top player, in my opinion. He's got so much pace. He tends to exploit that right-hand side so many times. He tends to cut inside, have a strike, and a lot of the time it does go into the back of the net. He's very clinical on goal. He knows how to put the ball into the back of the net. I think he's a phenomenal player. And definitely the absence of him, could slow down the pace of Leeds when they do want to play expressive and basically attack us, in my opinion. Because you've seen with Leeds a lot this season, when they attack teams, they play a lot of first touch football. They pass the ball around really, really nicely. So I do believe in a game like this, with the absence of Rafinha, it could come to cost them, in my opinion. And Calvin Phillips as well, holds up that midfield so well. So hopefully we don't see him in the lineup, as I say. But look, it's definitely going to be an interesting one. I really am looking forward to it.
Yeah, and just for those who don't know who will be deputising for Leeds, I had Oscar from All Leeds TV on for the Tottenham Fan Voice podcast yesterday, and he was saying it would expect it to be Robin Koch stepping up into the midfield role, and then Stuart Dallas playing out in the right wing. And Dallas is essentially Leeds' James Milner. He can play absolutely anywhere, and he tends to do a good job while doing it. Temideo here asking, are you confident that Levy should give Ryan Mason the job full time? Personally, I think Ryan Mason is the last man we need to give this job to. And I said it when he got the interim role that he could win the Carabao Cup and he could get us into the top four, but it still wouldn't be the right decision because he's too inexperienced, and we need to go with a manager who can be confident will win us trophies. I don't think that's Graham Potter. I don't think it's Scott Parker. I'm looking more towards a Christophe Galtier, Giampiero Gasparini, someone like that who's actually proven they can play very, very good football, and with the right players can go on and be successful. And looking at Galtier at Leeds at Lille last night, they won 3-0 away to Lens and are now 4 points ahead of PSG at the top of the league. So working some incredible stuff there. John Fitzpatrick says, hey Matt, can you see us getting into that top four? First of all, thanks for tuning in as always, John. I can't, and look, we've Josh here as well. Josh, great to see you saying, what percentage chance do you give our chances of top four? I still think it's very minimal because West Ham have an easy run-in, and I think for us to really stand a chance, we need to win all 4 of our games, and I honestly, I just can't see us doing that, which, look, it's disappointing to have to say that, but given the inconsistencies we've shown throughout the season, away to Leeds, at home to Wolves, at home to Aston Villa, then away to Leicester last day of the season is a huge game. I'm not holding out much hope, but I'm not ruling it out completely either. What are your thoughts on top 4, Robbie?
Look, it's something that could definitely get very interesting, but I've said the whole season, whoever gets top 4, if we get top 4, Liverpool somehow squeeze into top 4, they don't deserve it. They really don't deserve it because it's one of those seasons where every team has underperformed, in my opinion. Now, top 4, I believe we can dream. I believe we can dream. But in my opinion, I said it to my old man the other day, the best thing we can possibly do now is win our remaining fixtures, focus on ourselves, win our remaining fixtures. And then pretty much, in my opinion, we're guaranteed European football, whether that be Europa League or somehow maybe a chance of getting in that Champions League. But look, it's definitely something that's interesting with Leicester, They bottled it late last season. They've been so good all season, in my opinion. And it really would be going for them if they did bottle it again. Now, look, with the side like Leicester, I believe if anyone's going to drop out the top 4, it will be them because I don't think they'd be able to handle the pressure. I don't see Chelsea dropping out at all. I think Chelsea, I just really don't. Under Tuchel, they've been a whole different side. They've been different gravy, and they've been absolutely incredible under Tuchel. So I don't see them dropping out. United have already guaranteed their place in top 4. So if anyone's dropping out, it would be Leicester, in my opinion. It would have to be Leicester. West Ham, as I say, they've got some easier fixtures. Everton today. Hopefully Everton can pick up all 3 against them. But look, as I say, I think the best we can get from this season is top 6. And there's no two ways about it. Even if we get top 4, we cannot, paper over the cracks that this has been an absolutely woeful season for Tottenham Hotspur, where our owners have tried to enter us into some sort of Super League. We've been knocked out of a European competition by losing 3-0 to Dynamo Zagreb. It's just been a real embarrassment this season. Yes, we've had our highs this season, earlier in the season, back in November and December. I believe that was when we played at our best. But since about early January, we haven't been good enough. But you have to look at a manager called Ryan Mason. And I don't see him as a manager. I see him as someone to motivate the team, in my opinion. I see him more, and I understand he's not playing, but I see him more as a player manager. He's not going to be the one in that dressing room, like Jose Mourinho saying, right, you play here, basically, giving out all the zonal information. I don't see him like that. I believe the way he's setting up these players is basically telling them, okay, do what you do best on that pitch. And I understand there's a lot more to it than that, but, he's not the most tactical of managers. And as an interim manager, I believe the players are the reason we beat Sheffield. The players are the reason we beat Southampton because they stepped up. And look, hopefully they can step up today against a very, very attacking Leeds United side. But top 4, in my opinion, I don't believe we'll get it, but I'd love to. I'd love to dream.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that one. And on the point of Ryan Mason, I think one of the big things that we're seeing is the players are starting to enjoy themselves. I believe it was Alistair Gold who reported that the players actually enjoy Ryan Mason's training sessions and had become very frustrated with what Jose was getting them to do in the training ground, because a lot of the time they weren't doing much attacking work, but they're actually back enjoying themselves again. And even Ryan Mason has said it. Gareth Bale is happy, and that's something we certainly didn't see in the final few months of Jose Mourinho's tenure. And all of a sudden he's happy, and then he's bagging a hat-trick against Sheffield United. I don't think that's much of a coincidence. We're about 4 minutes out here from team news, but Josh King says, Chelsea lose today and we win, then it's on, you have to admit. I feel like pressure will get to West Ham as well. And look, a big worry, or a big game for Chelsea today, visiting the Eddie had to face Manchester City in a precursor for that Champions League final. I think it's going to be a very strange game. I on a prediction show last night, I predicted 0-0 in this one. I think it'll be kind of the complete opposite of what everybody is expecting. But if City do get that win and we win at Ellen Road this afternoon, we're only 2 points behind Chelsea. But then I think the remainder of the season, Chelsea, I know they do have to play Leicester, but as Robbie was saying, with Tommy Tuchel in charge, I think they're pretty much set in the top four, and that last position is up for grabs amongst West Ham, Leicester, Spurs, and Liverpool as well. But I think mainly it probably is between Leicester and West Ham. We got a couple of super chats here, so I'll come back to that one, Brad, because the Dark Sung G got in there first with the 5,000 South Korean won. Says, hey, were you guys shocked about the Leicester result, or was it expected? Well, first of all, Dark Sung G, you're always coming in with these super chats, and it is massively appreciated. Thank you very, very much for that. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe even that Newcastle won last night, not to mind the margin by which they won. I turned on the game and it was 2-0, and they quickly made it 3. And then when Callum Wilson actually scored the 4th goal for Newcastle, the commentators were just they were speechless. They actually couldn't muster up any words, because it was so shocking. But fantastic for us, despite Leicester getting back into that game. Newcastle, of course, managed to hold on, and that's 2 big points dropped for Leicester, or 3 big points dropped, because their remaining games are, I think, Chelsea, Man United, and Spurs. So that was their last easy game of the season, and they really fluffed their lines. Thank you for that, Jackson G. And Brad Matthews, another man who's very good for a super chat with the £5, says, Leicester losing last night, Chelsea going to Man City tonight. We're going to beat Leeds, right? I think Robbie's just dropped out there. He might be back in a second, but I feel like we are going to beat Leeds, Brad. I've predicted a 2-1 for Spurs in this one. It's typical for Spurs that things are slowly starting to turn in our favour, and maybe there's a bit of hope. Maybe there's a bit of hope there. Look, realistically, it always comes back to bite us. But look, we're sitting here now, and we do have that bit of hope. West Ham with a bit of an easy run and would be a concern for me. But with Leicester losing last night, that was the first time I thought, you know what, we could actually creep in here because of the fixtures they have for the rest of the season. And look, taking a look at that table, we are, of course, 5 points outside the top 4, which I think looks a lot worse than it is because, as I said, of the fixtures coming up. If we fail to win today, I think we'll have to pack it in. We'll have to accept there, and then that we're not going to get into that top 4, because max points is 66. Leicester need 4. City or Chelsea need 5 or 6. I wouldn't be able to see us creep in. We really do need to win the rest of our games this season to stand any chance. But I think with Ryan Mason, maybe, and his all the cup finals he has remaining, maybe there is a bit of hope in that one. Chamu says Dark Sung Ji is the Hayes Harris channel Korean king. All the super chats get in, absolutely 100%. Anyone else, if you do want to guarantee your questions are answered and your comments are discussed, do please get a super chat in, hitting the $ right beside the live chat. It is a fantastic way to support the channel. And of course guarantees your comments are read out, so we really do appreciate that. We can't always get to all of the normal comments, because I'm so lucky to have so many people in the live chat, but make sure to get those super chats in if you do want to guarantee your stuff is discussed. And we're about a minute out now from team news. What I'm looking for from this, I want to see Gareth Bale, I want to see Hyman's son, I want to see Harry Kane. I'd ideally like to see Alderweireld and Rodon, but I think we are going to be with Alderweireld and Dyer. Let's get Robbie back in here. Robbie, do you want to give us a quick team news prediction?
Yeah, look, first I want to say sorry about that. I was just having some technical difficulties, and I did drop out. I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi. But look, as far as team selection goes, all I know is that I want to see a strong team. I want to see a strong attacking team, very, very similar to Sheffield United, in my opinion. Go out there, play our best players, in my opinion. I'd say Hugo in goal for me. I'd say as our centre-back partnership, probably Toby and Dyer, in my opinion. I think Dyer has actually not been our worst player over the past few weeks, in my opinion. So I'd actually put him in there. Left back, for once, is actually quite difficult for me. I'd love to see Watchalong in there, but he has been letting the team down as of late. But, I definitely put him in over Davies. Right back, in my opinion. If I had a choice, I'd put Tanganga in there. I wouldn't want to put Aurier in there, but I do expect to see Aurier. As far as midfield goes, in my opinion, I see it as Ryan Mason isn't the biggest fan of Tungi and Dombele, and I think the reason for that is his work ethic. So, I'm hoping to see him, as I say, as say lineups are out now, so I'll hand it over to you, Matty.
Yeah, cheers to that, Robbie. Here we are. The lineups are out, and it is a fairly strong lineup and a fairly attacking lineup as well, because we do have, first thing I've noticed there is Dele and Lo Celso behind a front three of Bale, Son and Kane. But from the back, there aren't too many surprises. It is pretty much as we expected, with Hugo Lloris starting in goal, of course, wearing the captain's armband. We've got Sergio Aurier, Toby Alderweireld, Eric Dyer and Sergio Reguilon across that back four. I'm struggling to figure out what this midfield is going to be. Potentially Højbjerg and Lo Celso in a pivot behind Dele Alli, and then Bale, Son and Kane up front. A very strong lineup, a very attacking lineup. Of course, one thing that is very, very difficult to ignore is Tanguy Ndombele not in the squad. We get that super chat up there again in a second. But on the bench, we do have Joe Hart, Davinson Sanchez, Matt Doherty, Harry Winks, Moussa Sissoko, Tanguy Ndombele, Eric Lamela, Stephen Bergwijn and Lucas Moura. We get reaction to that in a very, very quick second. But Jackson G with another super chat. You're an absolute hero, and I do mean that. Thank you so much. Says, if West Ham can't get all 3 points against Everton, they will be below us for the rest of the season if we keep on winning because of goal difference. 70% top four. So Jackson G, very optimistic as always. And that seems to be it. West Ham only need to drop points in one game. And if we are to pick up maximum points from the end of the season, that would see us finish above them, which I think we really all want to see at this stage. Even if we're fifth and they're sixth, we do want to see us finish above them. But Jackson G, thank you so much for that super chat. Robbie, let's get your initial reaction to that lineup news.
Look, I think it's a very strong lineup. I am really, really pleased with that, as I say. So up front, in my opinion, Kane, Son and Bale, perfect in my opinion. Kane and Son, always in the lineup. You know, no two ways about it. They should be in there and they are in there. I'm expecting some goals from them. Bale, in my opinion, he's really proved himself over the past few games. Since Southampton, he scored, especially last week against Sheffield United, getting his first Premier League hat-trick, I believe, since 2012. So look, really, really pleased to see him back in there, and hopefully we can see him again next season. If we can bring him in for another loan deal or actually buy him permanently. What I'm seeing of Gareth Bale right now, he seems to be really, really enjoying his football. He's not being, if it makes sense, it's not being forced to track back. He's being told to track back. He's being given more freedom on the pitch to do what he wants. And it's clear to me to see that Gareth Bale's really enjoying his football a lot more under Ryan Mason than he was under Jose Mourinho. He's got a smile on his face. He's playing some really, really attacking football. He's doing what Gareth Bale does. That's the Gareth Bale that I remember, from Real Madrid, scoring those fantastic goals. That's the Gareth Bale from 2011, 2012, in his prime, what I saw last week. So hopefully he can score a couple goals and help the team out today. As far as midfield goes, I don't know about you, Matty, but Giovanni Lo Celso, he just hasn't done it for me. He really hasn't done it for me, in my opinion. Now, he didn't have a bad game against Manchester City before he got substituted off, which was the complete wrong move, in my opinion. He didn't have the worst game before he got injured against Sheffield United. But you look at him in that lineup, in my opinion, and I don't think he deserves to be in there over his past few performances. He hasn't done enough, in my opinion. He hasn't provided enough creativity from that attacking midfielder role, in my opinion. I think Ndombele does deserve to get in there over him. But as I say, once again, Ndombele not in the starting 11. So it's clear to me to see that Mason isn't the biggest fan of his. But I don't think Gio deserves to get in there. He hasn't done enough, in my opinion. Dele Alli, in my opinion, had a good game against Sheffield United. Not a fantastic game, but a good game. Hopefully he can perform again today, because in my opinion, he's got a few games, or we are selling him off in the summer. I definitely believe, we may definitely sell him in the summer. But if he can start getting his fitness and form back, in my opinion, he had a decent game last week, but if he can put in a performance against Leeds, then who knows? Maybe Dele Alli could insert himself straight back into that starting 11 for fixtures down the line. So, I'm actually quite happy to see him in that lineup. But I really do hope he does perform. Højbjerg, obviously, the general, the Viking, absolute midfield beast. Hopefully he can do his job, as I say, in holding up the midfield, and especially when Leeds start to play expressive first-time football, as I say, first-touch football, when they're counter-attacking us or, pressing high on us, committing players forward. Hopefully he can hold up that midfield, as I say. So looking forward to seeing him in that game. As far as defence goes, now, if you would have told me 4 weeks ago that I would be pleased to see Eric Dyer in the lineup, I would have punched you in the face and would have told you were lying. But if I'm being 100% honest, over the past few weeks, Dyer's put in some good performances. I think something I've realised under Ryan Mason is when teams tend to attack us, we tend to draw the pressure onto us. Dyer gets the ball and plays a fantastic ball a lot of the time up to either Gareth Bale, Heung-min Son or Harry Kane. I saw, he attempted that in the City game. It worked against Sheffield United and it worked against Southampton. Bring pressure onto us, possible to Dyer. He can play a ball forward, as say, to either Bale, Son or Kane. And from there, basically, we can put the ball into the back of the net. We saw it in the past few fixtures. But as I say, look, I don't think he's as bad as he was for a lot of the time this season, but it definitely goes to show he's a confidence player. When the team's confident, when the team's got some form, he plays well like the rest of the team does. But when the team's low on confidence, he can't stand out. He goes low on confidence as well. He becomes lazy, becomes a pathetic player. He doesn't stay with his man. He ball watches a lot. But as I say, the team's definitely got some confidence after last weekend's win. And Dyer did impress me. I'm quite pleased with his recent performances. Toby Alderweireld definitely should be in there. He's our best player. He didn't get enough game time. Nowhere near enough game time. Under Jose Mourinho, in my opinion. He's our best defender. Aurier. Look, I'm losing trust in Aurier. I feel he gives away a lot of pathetic fouls. He's the reason we conceded that set piece to Manchester City, which did lose us the Carabao Cup final. He gives away a lot of pointless fouls, in my opinion. Now, going direct down that right-hand side, he's absolutely brilliant. But way too many fouls given away. I don't think he's as good defensively as he is when he's pressing the opposition high. As I say, he's a fantastic player because when he goes direct, he makes those phenomenal runs, in my opinion, where, when you're holding up the midfield, he's absolutely sprinting down that right-hand side. You pass it to him and he's going to fire across him. So, look, hopefully he can do that. Defensively, I really hope he doesn't make any... I really don't hope he doesn't make any mistakes because he has over the past few weeks. And as I say, Reguilon, look, another player that hasn't really impressed me over the past few weeks, but hopefully he can get back to form, as I say. So, look, lineup-wise, I am very pleased. It's very, very similar, if not the same, I believe, to last week's lineup against Sheffield United. So, at least we've got a bit more of an identity, and at least we're not changing the lineup every single week, changing 4 or 5 players every week like we were under Jose. So, look, it's going to be an interesting game after seeing that lineup.
Yeah, and just to follow on for that point, it is the exact same 11 and the exact same bench from what we saw against Sheffield United in that 4-0 win last Sunday. Dark Sun G here with 5,000 South Korean won. Again, another huge super chat. Thank you so much. Says, I just noticed that under Mason, our goal scorers are Bale and Son. I hope they can score 3 games in a row. I hope Kane can score his first under Mason. Look, I'll take it right now if all 3 of them get on the score sheet today. Look, potentially, is there a bit of concern that Jose Mourinho's style of play somehow really fed into what Harry Kane wanted to do, and maybe he's struggling under Mason? I'm not sure. There could potentially be him wanting a move away as well this summer, which has affected his form. Whether he wants that move or not, I don't think we'll see him leave. But yeah, a bit of concern there that Kane's form has dipped quite a bit since Ryan Mason came in. Let's get up the Leeds lineups because Calvin Phillips and Rafinha have both made the bench for this one. So they are starting with French goalkeeper Ilham Meslier in goal. They've got Luke Ayling, Cookstown Cafu in right back, Pascal Struijk and Diego Llorente in centre back with Ezgian Alioski at the left. The way it's shaping up here, it looks like it's Koch and Dallas in the double pivot, but I imagine that would be Robin Koch and Matthias Klick there with Dallas, Harrison and Roberts behind Patrick Bamford. But Klick could be in the 10 as well with Dallas back in that 2 in midfield. On the bench, they've Casilla, Davis, Berardi, Shackleton, Calvin Phillips, Rodrigo, Hernandez, Poveda, and Rafinha. So look, a strong bench there from Leeds, and definitely some players that could come on and affect this game. It certainly wouldn't surprise me if the likes of Rafinha, Poveda, Rodrigo actually came off the bench and had a bit of an impact in this one, because they are a quality side with some very, very good players. I just want to say as well now, before we do start the members call and show, any channel members, if you do want to call in and have your say on this game, the lineups and everything else surrounding this fixture, do go to the members only community feed, and there's a link there for you where you can come in and have your say. Make sure to smash a like on the stream as well if you haven't already, if you're looking forward to this game, and subscribe if you haven't and you are enjoying this stream. You get more watch-alongs like this, plus the Tottenham Fan Voice podcast, a playlist on the Tottenham Managerial Pursuit and the Tottenham Hotspur Transfer Talk series as well. Robbie, do you want to stay on for the members call and show?
Yeah, definitely, if that's all right with you.
Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Don't worry about it. Look, let's get started. Let's bring in Aravind, our first caller. He's been waiting there for a while. But Aravind, it's good to see you again. How are you getting on today?
Yeah, it looks like a strong lineup. Like, at least we are maintaining a same lineup for the same game for the past 2 games. I I know why. I don't know the reason why Ndombele is not getting a nod into our team. I think so. He has the quality to get. He's as a player. I think so. Ndombele is much better player than Lo Celso. But I don't know what's he not doing in the training pitch, which Mason doesn't like him to play over him. So that's the only concern I would say. I would say so. So we need to see that how it goes. But yes, it's our last 4 games. Last 4 games, and Bale, Kane, Son needs to play. But we need to give them the freedom to score as many goals as possible to get that confidence boost and see what happens in the end of the season. Hopefully we need to see, but there's a lot of permutations which needs to happen. West Ham needs to lose a match, Liverpool needs to lose a match, and Leicester needs to seriously need to bottle that place for us to come into the top 4. So that's not something which we need to worry about. It's more about winning today's game, and hopefully we can. And with the with the positivity which happened last match. So we I think so we could win this match like a 3-0 or a 3-2 or a 4-2. I think so it's going to be a high scoring game.
Oh, I hope it is, because that would certainly be very entertaining for all of us to watch. But what do you make of the super chat that Dark Sung G put in there a second ago about Harry Kane not scoring yet under Ryan Mason in 2 league games and a cup game?
I don't think so. That's nothing much to look into it. He'll come back in form. It's just that it was his first game under Ryan Mason in the Premier League, because he didn't play in the Southampton match. So that's not that I don't think so. There's nothing much to look into it. If you see against Sheffield, it was just like a bit of out of sorts in that game. But he was getting the ball, he was passing the ball, so he was in the game. So there's nothing much to worry about. He's not thinking anything about the rumors or what is going to happen in the future. He's more concentrated on where he needs to finish. He'll grab a goal today. He'll grab a goal. There's nothing much to look into it.
I certainly hope you're right. Just what do you make of that Leeds lineup then without Calvin Phillips and Rafinha? Do you think that sways this game in Tottenham's favour?
Yeah, it does. It does a lot, especially Rafinha. He's an amazing player, and I'm pretty sure this summer there's going to be a huge number of offers from a lot of teams, and I think so. He's one of the players Spurs needs to look into. He's a really quality player, and he can make a huge difference. So it's a huge threat which reduces in the side, and we hopefully we can capitalize it with some few goals before if they come in, and depending upon the situation.
Yeah. Anything you wanna talk about, Robbie?
No, I did want to ask you one thing. What do you make of Dele Alli in that lineup? Obviously, in my opinion, he had a decent performance last weekend against Sheffield United. I thought he played the ball around quite nicely. I did want to ask you one thing, and that was, are you pleased to see him in that lineup, or do you believe that spot belongs to someone such as Tanguy and Ndombele?
Look, that's what I would really want Ndombele not at a number 10 role. Instead of Lo Celso, he can play in the pivot, but not in the number 10 role. But Dele Alli, I think so. The reason why they're playing him is that it's the last 4 games. That's not just give him the confidence, and if he does really well, then you can actually boost his price if he can sell in the summer or 5-10 million if he has a really good game in the last 3 matches. And yes, and give him the shot. He's not been playing really well, and it's just a confidence, and he was very confident in the ball against Sheffield United. So just give him the run. If he does well, good for us, good for him, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, I agree with that. I want that bit of run, that confidence for him to get back into the side. But Arvin, before I let you go, can we get your score prediction for this one and who you expect to see on the score sheet?
4-2. Gareth Bale and Son. Gareth Bale scores 2, and Son and Kane has one of each.
Lovely. The fingers crossed you're right with that one. Arvind, as always, thank you so much for calling in. Really enjoyed chatting with you, and hope to talk to you again soon.
Sure.
So these are the players arriving at Ellen Road about 20-30 minutes ago. There's Dele Alli. The camera on him quite a bit. They knew he was starting, I'd say. And the gaffer there, Ryan Mason, checking in as well. Look, let's bring in Will Stewart, who has so kindly gotten up in what is essentially the middle of the night for someone like me over on the East Coast of America. Will, thank you so much for tuning in. How are you getting on?
Yeah, I'm awake, kind of.
Well, look, I'll
tell you what, if these lads let me down today, then we're going to have issues.
We are going to have
it's still dark
issues,
outside.
I imagine. See, I would get up like 3 minutes before kickoff if I was in that scenario. I honestly wouldn't be able to get up earlier than that. I only got up 3 minutes before this stream, I'll be honest, and it's 11:45 here.
Yeah, look, no, I mean, I had, I got responsibilities now, and David has asked me to come on his show and help him out, and got to come over here and support Matty Hayes as well. So,
Well, you're an absolute legend, Will. No one can ever question that. Look, before we do get some lineup action, I'm going to bring in Fen as well, a channel member and a regular on the channel at this stage, to be honest. We get that lineup up there as well. First of all, Fen, how are you getting on this morning?
Yeah, not too bad. Been out in the freezing cold over here in the UK. It's looking pretty miserable, so hopefully it can cheer me up a little bit.
Oh, I've got the wrong thing up there. Yes, hopefully it can. I'll get those lineups up there quickly. But Will, do you want to start with your reaction to that lineup for Spurs?
Look, for the line, I just want to know what's going on with Tanguy and Lucas Moura. I mean, I'm sick of this. A lot of people. I've been catching a lot of heat last couple of days. On my theories of why those two guys aren't playing. But to be honest with you, I can't. There's no logical explanation in my mind why Dele Alli starts ahead of Lucas Moura in the number 10. I mean, no footballing reason anyway. There may be political reasons why they're doing what they're doing, but there's definitely not a football one. And you had Lucas Moura and Ndombele being there and playing and then not playing for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden it's because they had small knocks, but no, it was never mentioned in team news before. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I've just become way too cynical for my own good.
No, there's nothing cynical about the truth. I think we knew it. There was going to be a bit of a yes man sort of factor to Ryan Mason and his short tenure at Spurs, and I think Dele Alli's in the shop window. As much as I'd love to see him, actually make something of his career at Spurs after that incredible start he had, I don't think it's going to last. I think we will see Dele moving on during the summer, and that's why he's there to up that price by £5 or £10 million, and that's why I think we'll probably see Harry Winks come off the bench as well today. Two players that Daniel Levy does like, but I think will be in the shop window and moving on in the summer. Fen, what are your thoughts on the 11 that Mason has selected today?
It's the logical lineup, really. It's the one that he went with that won us the game. I think it's a Daniel Levy lineup. I don't think it's Mason's lineup, but at least he has a bit of trust in the players. He's picked the same lineup. We might not all agree with it, and there's some players that we don't want in there, but at least we show a bit more identity now and a bit more almost way of playing. And I think we haven't really found our way of playing yet, but if we have the same lineup out there, then the style of play will start to come. So I think it's interesting the situation with Ndombele, why he's not in there. I think it's one that no one really knows the answer to. Obviously, coming out saying he had an injury, I think that's complete bollocks. Honestly, I don't think it means anything. It's one of these Jose Mourinho comments. He's nicked it off him. He's taken his trademark. So I don't think it will really. Well, I'm going to say this. I don't think that Ndombele. Well, I don't think that Levy wants Ndombele to play because he knows Ndombele is going to stay at Spurs. He wants Dele in the shop window, as you just said, and Winks in the shop window to get him some money. And at the end of the day, that's all he cares about is the money. But we don't really want to go into Daniel Levy because we've got a big game coming up. So, yeah. It's gonna
if he wants to get top 4, why would you not play your best players? Yeah. Why would you try to shop people out? Like, if that was the number one priority, why are you picking guys just to shop? I mean, because Dele he didn't make super big mistakes last game, but he wasn't good at all.
I feel like that's one of the questions we always ask with Levy, is just the word why. No, and no one knows why. It's what you have to put up with when Levy's your chairman and Enoch are your owners. But we got a new channel member here, one brick at a time. I'm pretty sure that's Steve. I apologize if it's not. Do let me know. But thank you very much for becoming a channel member. If you want to pop on here and have a chat with us, the link is in the members only community feed. You got a comment here from Joseph Root, says Ndombele not playing is very disappointing for me, as I feel that he brings far more in every department in that pivot role than Lo Celso. And Robbie, going off the point that you were making a while ago, that you think we could try and catch Leeds on the transition a bit more today than I suppose the way we played against Sheffield United. Isn't Ndombele the perfect player for that, and beating a man or two and then spraying off that pass and being one of the most press resistant players that we have at the club?
Look, with a player such as Ndombele, you've seen him all season long, and he's shown the same traits all season long. The guy's got so much talent. He's got so much skill. He's a phenomenal player, in my opinion, a fantastic midfielder in the double pivot, With Højbjerg, he's been incredible a lot of the season, and then you either have Mora or Gio in front of them. But you look at a player like him right now, and I just don't think he has the work ethic, in my opinion. I really don't think he has the work ethic. A lot of the time, his first half performances are a lot better than his second half performances. So I believe the guy, yes, he's got his fitness a lot better than it was last season and at the end of last season. And yes, shows him, did improvement. But in my opinion, Ryan Mason doesn't see him as a player who can really help the squad out. And in my opinion, the way that Ryan Mason plays, constant, expressive, attacking football, I don't think Mason believes he fits in. Now, if I was in charge of the lineup, I'd say put Ndombele in there right now. I'd say put Højbjerg and Ndombele and Moura in front of them, because Moura has been our best player a lot of the season, especially when we went on that four-win streak. The Palace win, the Burnley win, all those massive wins. He was our best player, in my opinion. And then we change our tactics, and Moura goes out the starting 11, and under Mason, he's not been playing. Now, I don't understand that, because I definitely believe he is our best player. But going back to the topic of Ndombele, I believe he was the perfect player for this game. I don't believe Gio has done enough, in my opinion, to get in the lineup, and neither has Dele. Dele had a decent game against Sheffield United. He didn't make big mistakes, like Wolf said, but at the same time, he didn't do much right, in my opinion. He didn't do much to really impress me. He didn't do much to go, wow, this guy deserves now to be in the starting 11 for the next fixtures. So, look, as far as midfield goes, I think it's more, like you say there, Fen. I think it's more of a Levy lineup. I think it's more heading into the transfer window thinking this player's going to stay, this player might leave. I can make profit off this player if he plays and puts in a couple good performances. And that's what it's all about now with him. And that's what football's sadly becoming, all about money. And look, Ndombele, wanted to see him in the starting 11, but I think it's something till the end of the season we're going to have to ride out, because I don't believe he's one of Ryan Mason's favourites in the team. So look, would have loved to seen him, but I doubt that we will, honestly, till the end of the season in the starting 11. I
want to come back to one of the points you made there about Giovanni Lo Celso in a second, but first of all, we have another super chat from Dark Sung G, who I almost feel guilty at this stage. Thanks so much. I know I keep saying it, but it is greatly appreciated. Says, I feel if Dele went on loan to PSG and did well, his price will go far higher than if he plays games for Spurs. Look at Lingard, didn't his price go up? And look, that's a really good point. I was saying that before the last January transfer window, that I thought Dele needed a loan move, and I thought PSG was the place for him to go, because they were in for him. They wanted him last summer, and he'd be playing in a league that, look, I've been proved wrong with the fact that PSG aren't even top of that. But the fact that he's playing in a league against lesser opposition, he could get a sense of confidence, even if it was kind of false confidence by playing against worse teams, then come back and his value would be a bit higher. But then Mauricio Pochettino took the job there, and I thought that was the last place he needed to go, because that's just where he'd want to be, full stop. And if there was maybe that slight chance of him getting back into that Spurs team, it wouldn't be there anymore with him getting another 6 months with Mauricio Pochettino. But Will, what do you make on Dele? Should he have been loaned out, or should he be loaned out?
No, look, I mean, if you want to sell a player on, that's probably I can't think of a better shop window, because then you don't have to worry about him making blunders in your team, and hopefully they'd get, I think Dele would have gotten a lot more playing time under Pochettino this season than he did being here. So no, I think that's a brilliant point from Dark Sung Ji, one I hadn't really even thought of, and I think he's spot on.
As he always is, for sure. Now coming back to that point on Lo Celso, Fen, I'll come to you in this one. Robbie said he doesn't think Lo Celso has done enough to warrant that place in the starting 11. Would you agree with that?
I agree, and I think Ndombele and Lo Celso, I don't know whether you class them as similar players, but they're playing a similar role in this Spurs team. Sometimes Lo Celso does that dirty work and works hard and plays as a box-to-box midfielder. And Ndombele likes to run with the ball and get forwards. And this is the perfect game for it. And I don't know why he's playing. Maybe why he isn't playing. Maybe he believes Lo Celso has more. It can cover more ground than Ndombele, and I certainly believe he can. But then why are we putting Dele in there? Dele doesn't always give 100% for Spurs, and we know that, and we haven't seen that. And that's why that loan would have been perfect. And if he went on loan, we would have been looking at either having Lucas Moura or Ndombele in the midfield today. And that might come in handy for us, and I think it would come in handy for us if we would have started with either of them. Certainly Lucas Moura, when he can spring forward and make runs, and his play on the ball is really good. And in this formation, you have to get the ball wide and get the balls into the box. And that's the same when we play a 4-3-3. So I don't know why he's really not getting a look in. But I'm not too sure with their situation. It's quite difficult to tell because Lucas Moura, I think he's always going to be at Spurs. I think he'll have at least a couple more seasons at Spurs. But he's never really had that time at Spurs. But I'm sorry, I've got to go for literally 30 seconds. Do you mind? I've just got to pop.
No worries.
Right.
Yeah, no worries. I just want to add a point there as well, kind of leading towards Tanguy Ndombele and the players that you kind of would worry that could move on from Spurs. Of course, people are talking about Kane, they're talking about Son, Bale potentially not coming back, Lloris probably coming to the end of his time at Spurs. I think Ndombele is one of the most likely players to try and force him move away from Spurs because the club that he's at now is very different to the club he joined, and he hasn't been here long enough to have developed that loyalty or that love for the club that he can kind of overlook the opportunity of maybe going to PSG or maybe going to another European club because he loves Spurs so much. I don't think he's managed to kind of develop that love for the club, and he is a player that I will be concerned about trying to move on this summer. What would your thoughts be on that, Will?
And look, I just don't know what's going on with Ndombele, to be honest with you. I don't know what's going on with that. I personally think that there's maybe a little bit of a lack of respect and a rift between him and Ryan Mason. Everybody knows my conspiracy theory. I think now Lucas Moura is a part of that too, and for the same reasons. Look, if Ndombele wants to go in the summertime, if somebody comes in with an offer that's decent enough, do I think he's been a good enough player this season for us, or even at the tail end of last season for us to warrant keeping him on? Or getting upset that he's moving on? Probably not. If somebody offered me a fair price, I'd take it.
Fair enough. We have a comment here from Al Joseph. Just so you all know, London is blue. I think it was proved at the Emirates Stadium the other night that London is yellow. But look, we'll have that debate for another day. A comment there a second ago about to get back onto the game, I suppose, about Leeds, if I can find it. It said the cavalry is on the bench. We could be prepared for a second half onslaught. Now I can't find the comment, but Robbie, do you think it's going to be a difficult second half for Spurs?
Look, it definitely should be an interesting game. I said earlier on the stream, I am expecting Leeds to commit many, many players forward. Hence the fact I do believe we can catch them on the counter. Now, this game can go one of two ways, in my opinion, right? If we score first, the game completely plays into our hands, in my opinion, because then we can sit back, we can absorb the pressure, counter-attack them because they commit so many players forward. And as I say, with our counter-attacking play, we can defeat them, or we can play the long ball that we've seen from Dyer, over the past few games in our two centre-halves, where we absorb the pressure and play the ball over the top of the Leeds players, as I say, and find either Kane, Son or Bale up top, which we've done many, many times. We've done it against Sheffield, we've done it against Southampton, and it has worked. It definitely has worked. Now, if Leeds United score first, as I say, this is why this game, the type of game against an attacking side, like such an expressive side such as Leeds United, it is absolutely key that we score first, because if they score first, we have to go for them. We can't counter-attack. Well, we can counter-attack them, in my opinion, but it's not the style of play you want to play when you're 1-0 down. So we have to commit players forward, and we know how fast they can attack the opposition. So they definitely can be dangerous in those types of areas, in my opinion. And look, Leeds United, they are a dangerous side. There's no two ways about it. They're a very, very dangerous side up top. But, the amount of goals they leak at the back, is absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Now, I really do rate Marcelo Bielsa. I think he's an absolutely class manager. He's brought through so many other managers, the likes of Mauricio Pochettino as one of Bielsa's disciples, right? He's brought through so many other managers. I think his tactics, are very, very good. He's stubborn, attacking football, play like this. And it does work a lot. It does work a lot at former clubs he's managed. But at the same time, I believe he gets way too much praise, right? And this may come off as a little controversial, because you look at a manager like Bielsa, and I think, from not watching the football that they play or not watching their games, you see why he's taken Leeds up from the Championship. Absolutely phenomenal. Fantastic. They've been in there, 16 years or something, brought them back up to the Prem, and now they're going to get a mid-table finish. Phenomenal for a team that's just come up. But then you watch some of their matches and you see they play very, very entertaining football and attacking football. But at the end of the day, sometimes they're losing 3-0 or 4-0 and people are going, oh, look at these. They play so good attacking football. It's like they've just conceded this many goals at the back. You look at their game earlier against Manchester United, and I even got caught out saying it. I was like, look at these. They're still having a go. They're 6-2 down. It's like the one thing about Leeds United that you see a lot is they leak so many goals, so many goals defensively. Now, I believe if they brought in 2 new centre halves, in my opinion, you replace Cooper, Cook, Robin Koch is going to be a future player for Leeds United, right? He's very young. I believe you replace Cooper, and then you bring in not a top tier centre half, but someone who can hold up that defence. Maybe, another player such as Yannick Vestergaard, Milenkovic, a player who Spurs were looking at. Not a top tier centre half, but someone who's a defensive rocket. If they had that in their team, I'd say they'd make a massive push for European football. But it's their defence that time and time again lets them down. And I don't know if it's the players or the tactics, but I believe they get way too much praise sometimes, for the style of football they play. I understand it's entertaining, but football's a results business, and if you're not picking up the results, it's not good enough. But look, definitely going to be interesting. I'm expecting a goal fest in this game. I am going to say 5-3 Spurs, but Matty, I am going to have to head off now. As I say, but it's been an absolute pleasure coming on.
Yeah, brilliant having you on again, Robbie. It's been too long. Let's not leave it this long next time. Thanks for your input, and everyone, make sure to head over to Lily White Lane, check out his channel for some outstanding Spurs content. I'm sure we'll talk again soon, Robbie.
Yeah, thank you, Matty. As I say, take care, Will. Take care, Fen. Take care, Matty. All the best. Come on.
But we got a super chat here from Josh King as well. £5, Josh. Thank you very, very much for that. Says, for me, Tongi has to start today against the team that presses the most in the league. You want your most press-resistant player. It's as simple as that. And I really do agree with that. It is. I think there could be something more than the footballing decision. I think Will kind of alluded to it as well. It's probably not a footballing decision to have Ndombele not there, but imagine he would be in there to help with that against that energetic Leeds midfield as well. Maybe, look, it could be a fitness issue, but even getting Ndombele in there for the first half and competing with what Leeds have in the middle of the park, I think would be very beneficial for us. But look, I don't know why he's not there, and I'm not sure we'll find out too soon. But Josh, thank you very much for the super chat. It is greatly appreciated. There's one man in the Spurs team who is hitting a bit of a milestone today. Eric Dyer making his 200th appearance for Spurs. I'm not sure what that says about the quality of our team over the last couple of years, but well, he's been improved over the last couple of weeks. But do you think he's improved enough to be a first team player, maybe even to be in our team next season?
No, look, I'm willing, regardless of how I feel about a player, my own opinions or whatnot, I'm willing to give them a break if they come out and do a job, right? If they do what they're supposed to be doing in the first place. I'm willing to say, hey, big up to you for your performance the last couple of weeks. But is Eric Dyer somebody that I envision to be playing for the Spurs that I hope exists in the future? No, not at all. So, I say, thanks for helping us get to top 4, and good luck in your new club next year is what I would say. And then going back to that super chat too, I think not only is it Ndombele, but Lucas Moura, your 2 biggest, most press resistant players aren't on the pitch today. And I mean, that's, to me, is just criminal.
Yeah, I think Lucas showed. Lucas really showed that side of his game in that game against Manchester City before he's whipped off when he was walking past those City midfielders. He was getting them booked. He was putting the centre backs under pressure. Maybe this is another game that, like you say, would really suit him. But look, who are we to question the mastermind of a manager that Ryan Mason is?
Yeah, the brilliance of Ryan Mason and his U18 coaching experience.
Undefeated in the Premier League.
Not just undefeated, 100% record. He's the only manager to have a 100% record in the Premier League. But look, we'll get called delusional if we keep talking about that. Fen, this man, if this will play, it's Harry Kane when it does eventually play. Hasn't been on the best form lately. He's missed some sitters against Sheffield United, although 1 or 2 he was offside. Are you expecting to see him back to his best today?
I am expecting to see him back to his best. I'll be honest, I think he was shocking against Sheffield United. I think that's one of the worst performances we've seen from Harry Kane. Certainly on the finishing side of things. Everything else leading up to it, all the build-up play that he's given is what we see from Harry Kane. But maybe he was just lacking the finishing touch. He's got some new boots on today, and he's going to bag 2 at least today. So I'm hoping he can have a stunner, and I think he will have a blinder today. And I think this is what Spurs needs. Although we always say we rely on Harry Kane is the main man that I want to be scoring all the goals for Spurs. So I think he's going to be top-notch today.
Yeah, fingers crossed. This is really annoying me. This video is playing on my second screen here, but as soon as I get it up, it's not playing. And I feel like it's a sign that Harry Kane is going to be terrible today. But look, he'll bag a hat-trick and we'll all be fine. Jordan Stevens says this whole Dele thing is really annoying me. What right does he have to be in there? He certainly doesn't have more of a right than other players that are there. And look, anyone who watches this channel knows I'm one of the biggest fans of Dele Alli, but there are certainly players who deserve to be in there a bit more. Steve here saying, I'm expecting fireworks from Harry Kane today. And look, maybe this is the type of game where he does show up and he gets a couple of goals. Very, very important. I'm not expecting this to be a landslide either way. I think this could be a very, very close game decided by 1 or 2 goals. It could be a moment of madness. It could be a moment of magic. Both certainly capable of coming from Spurs players. But Fen, have I asked you on your thoughts on top 4 after Leicester's defeat to Newcastle yesterday?
No, not yet, but I'm optimistic. I think we've all had many looks at everyone's run-ins this season. Chelsea look like they've got a tough run-in, so that's a team that I think we can catch off guard. And I think if we win today, are we 2 points off? I think it's 2 points off Chelsea, so that puts us in great stead. Obviously, with them playing Manchester City, so yeah, I think top four is on if results go away. But we know how Spurs. We know what happens with Spurs. Every result goes our way, and then we're going to bottle it. But I don't want to bring negativity today. So, yeah, is it if we win? Yeah, 2 points. So
2 points behind them, yeah.
West Ham, I think they're running. West Ham's running's quite good actually, but obviously Leicester look like they're starting to fumble it a little bit. But Liverpool right on our tail, so it's
yeah, it's going to be a busy end. We got David the Irish Hotspur here tuning in and says, "Good news, I can watch the game. Harry Sideways stinks is not starting." Well, look, David, that's the best thing we could get from any bit of lineup. David will be joining us shortly before kickoff, so do make sure to stick around if you want to see his Harry Kane hair prediction. Jordan Stevens says, "Where are all the Rodgers fans now? If we're going off how Spursy he is, then perfect for us." And you know what? I was noticing that Leicester 4-0 down at home to Steve Bruce's Newcastle last night, and all that was happening on Twitter was Rodgers for Spurs, not Leicester for losing 4-0 to that disgrace of a team, but Spurs because we apparently wanted Brendan Rodgers. We got Cenk here as well tuning in saying, "Yes, boys, Jake, if you wanna hop on for a quick chat, drop me a message on Twitter and I'll send you the link." One player I do want to talk about is Gareth Bale, because as Cenk here says, Leeds, it'll be hard to beat, but if they give us space, Son, Kane and Bale will finish them. I had a few stats I'm going to bring up here about Gareth Bale, and the first one is he is the most the best goals per minute ratio, or minutes per goal ratio, with a goal every 80.8 minutes. That is an incredible stat. Now this has changed a bit. Lingard and Iheanacho's will have shifted a bit because this is accurate as of last Monday. But Will, do you think this is a stat that we shouldn't read too much into, given he's only played the equivalent of I think it's the equivalent of 9 full games?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think, look, you know, do I think Gareth Bale's been good when he's been playing against, you know, teams on the bottom half of the table? You know, 100%. You know, but he's Gareth Bale, so you know when you have a player who's as seasoned as he is and as class as he once was, if you give him space, you know, they're going to punish you regardless of their age. I mean, being an American and watching MLS when I do, I mean, you can see that with older players here too. You know, the likes of Rooney and Zlatan and all those guys coming over here and putting, you know, when they get space or when they're playing against people who, I guess you could say, don't physically challenge them as much as others, they're going to get a result out of you. And so I think it's expected. But no, for sure. I mean, look, if we were to bring in another quality right winger in the summer and use him for, you know, people 10 plus and Gareth Bale for, you know, people 10 and under, I think it would be a decent plan, to be honest with you, for rotation.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more on that one. Another one I want to bring in is the impact of Gareth Bale and the importance of his goals. And of Spurs players for match-winning goals this season, Son with 6, Bale with 4, ahead of Kane with 3. So Fen, that suggests to me his goals, when he does get them, are really, really important. And the goals he gets are ones that really matter. And before I'll let you answer that when we bring in Cenk here really quickly. Cenk, how are you getting on?
How you doing, guys? You all right?
All good. We'll get you in a second, Cenk. First of all, I just want to get Fenn's thought there and that stat for Gareth Bale.
Well, it seems every time he scores, it's an unbelievable goal. We saw him win April Goal of the Month, and it wasn't even that good of a goal, I'll be honest. I mean, it was a nice finish, but that's besides the point here. He's a big game player, and we know that from his days back at Spurs, back in, 2013, 2014. So, yeah, we know what Bale brings to the team, and I just hope that he can carry on this form and we can get him on another loan next season. But Whether we can actually get that deal over the line, that's another story. But we know Gareth Bale's a big game player, and in this front three, he's unbelievable, really.
Yeah, he certainly is, and he's certainly shown now. Again, as Ryan Mason said, he's happy again. He's certainly showing exactly what he can provide. Cenk, let us know your thoughts on this lineup. How are you feeling?
Oh, the lineup. Do you know what? With Leeds, they're so unpredictable, and they're very sort of, you don't know what Leeds you're going to get. What we do know is their energy and their ability to cover the ground for a full 90 minutes. Like, they won't give up. They're a team that likes to press, a lot of energy, and if you don't match that, they'll outrun you and they'll beat you. So, and that's a worry for me in that midfield with Delhi and the Celso. I don't know whether they're going to have the tendency to track back and get involved and track the runners, because they've got runners from deep in midfield. So they're going to have players that they commit numbers massively. So that's a point that's a bit concerning for me. And that back four, if they get isolated, we know what can happen. So other than that, mate, look, like I said in the comments just not long ago, if you give space to Bale, Son and Kane, there's goals in that all day, and we can certainly, yeah, exactly. Look, we can beat them easily, and we know that. Look, we beat him 3-0, so we've got the ability to beat him, and that was under Jose when we wasn't playing great. You know, we wasn't necessarily had the greatest amount of confidence. So it's going to be a game where it's really unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen because it's Leeds, and Leeds are a team that you don't know how they're going to turn up, how they're going to perform, because they've beaten the big teams, but then they've been smashed by some of the smaller teams. So it's one of those games where you don't know what's going to happen. I think the first 10 minutes are crucial. Who sets the tone quick enough?
And where did Joe Rodon run off to?
Anybody's guess. I don't know what's going on there with him.
That's another one, isn't it?
I don't know what's going on with half this team, to be honest with you. Look, people are giving me a lot of hate too for holding Ryan Mason accountable for his own actions. But look, man. If anybody with a footballing brain better than my own can explain to me why he's making the decisions that he's making, I'm willing to listen. I just think, look, watch the substitutions today. I think that's going to be because you got Rafinha and Phillips on the bench. And so when they come on, after 60 at the 60-minute mark, and Lo Celso gets subbed off for Winks and Dele gets subbed off for Sissoko, don't cry to me about Ryan Mason making the wrong or right choices.
You don't have too much hope then. I hold out, Will, for that second half. Subs are going to be a very important part of this game, and it's not just Phillips and Rafinha. They got Rodrigo, Poveda, and Pablo Hernandez on that bench as well. There's a lot of power to come off that Leeds bench. And look, to follow on from what Cenk was saying about the unpredictability of this game, I said it during the week. You could have told me this game was going to finish 4-0 to Leeds or 4-0 to Spurs, and I wouldn't have been able to tell you which way. I wouldn't have been surprised either way, because of these two teams probably being the most inconsistent in the league this season. You don't know what Leeds are going to show up. Yes, they're unbeaten against top six sides, or the traditional big six sides at home this season, but they're just off the back of a 2-0 defeat to Brighton, who only in the last couple of weeks really have solidified their safety in the Premier League, and potentially with the manager that will be leading Spurs out next season. But look, Fen, I'm sure you were here for a lot longer than you were hoping to, as Cenk strapped out there. But I quickly want to get your score prediction there before we let you go.
I'm going to go for 3-1 Spurs, but I think they're going to grab one late on with their subs, especially with the formation that they play and the way they like to bomb players up the pitch and how they can get at our back four, really. So I think they'll grab one, but I'm looking at 2 goals for Kane, 1 for Bale, and I'm looking for a good display from Son, really, because we've seen Son. Well, he hasn't been in the form of his life, but I want to see him starting to play like that again. But I'm excited for this one, and I'm ready. I'm ready for a good Spurs display.
Ready for a comprehensive victory. Look, let us know where we can find you on YouTube before you head off.
Yeah, so go and check me out on Everything Football. I'm going to start my channel up again. I've been really struggling with my schoolwork and that, so I'm getting that going again. So go and check that out. Hit that subscribe over here, but also hit the like button on this stream, because Matt, living legend, he works so hard for this. So hit a super chat as well, because that helps him out even more. So
thanks very much for that, Fen. Appreciate it.
And check out Will.
Show them in there at the end of the 190 people. Of the 190 people that are here, I'm sure a lot of you can go over to subscribe to Fen and to Will as well, whose channel will be linked in the description below. But Fen, thank you so much as always for calling in, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon.
Cheers, Matt. Will do.
See you. We're just going to quickly send a link here to David, the Irish Hotspur, who I think of the 182 people that are watching, I'd say probably 181 of them are here just to see David's Harry Kane hair prediction. He really is the man who brings in the audience. But Will, I always ask this question, but 15 minutes out, is there any nerves starting to creep in for you, or have they just been there since you
Bro,
woke up?
I'm still half asleep, man. So there's no nerves yet. But for me, it's always been about right at as the whistle blows. It's that first minute of the match that really gets me nervous or calms me down. How I see the team come out and start is always what makes me nervous. So.
Yeah, I don't think I can't remember the last time I came into to a Spurs game not with an element of nerves, because you just don't know what's going to happen. Like, we could come out here and we could be 3-0 up after 10 minutes, but then like we did against West Ham, we could still end up not winning that game. We are such an unpredictable side, and up against another unpredictable one. But I think, given the Marcelo Bielsa and him potentially taking over at Spurs, I can't see that happening. Not in a million years do I think it will happen. He's a man of morals who, look, he walked out of Marseille after 2 days for some small disagreement. I don't think he's going to come to a Big Six, to a Super League side, as Big Spurs will be known for a bit of time. And I think he's going to come out with a point to prove. And it's almost strange that we're seeing one manager at one side of the spectrum, so experienced, has worked with some of the best in football, has developed some of the best managers in football, against Ryan Mason. Do you think there's anything in the managerial battle today that we need to take note of?
Well, I mean, is there a battle today for manager? I'm not convinced that Ryan Mason's even really doing anything. I think he's just a figurehead that's standing there and saying what he's told to say. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it until I'm proven wrong or proven otherwise. I don't see him making good football decisions. I think that tactically, Bielsa is going to tear him up. I mean, look, the lead squad, I think we're the only ones to wear that no ESL shirt. You know, and so not only are the players on board with it, but the manager is supporting it too, right? Because you don't walk out on the pitch without the manager okaying that. You know what I mean? So, especially in a club like Leeds with a manager like Bielsa. So, you know, I just think, look, man, the players on the pitch today are going to save us. I don't. When the whistle blows all the way up until halftime, and then from halftime to the end of the match, the manager's input on the pitch is minimal. I mean, it's super minimal. Not only can players not hear you while you're playing a game, you have to holler their name 3 or 4 times, and when there's no one in the stadium, they don't. They play the way that they play, and the manager has a very, very, very small input on the pitch. And I mean, Bielsa is gonna tactically. Ryan Mason could dream of someday maybe having half the tactical prowess of Bielsa.
Well, look, he's definitely getting started off early. I think only Julian Nagelsmann, from what I can think of, is a manager who started off in one of Europe's top 5 leagues a bit younger. He was 28 when he took over at Hoffenheim. But yeah, Ryan Mason is out of his depth, and that's no criticism of him. You know, he is only 29. He's never managed a professional side before. Expert, who's a good friend of the channel, was talking about Arteta and his appointment at Arsenal following their absolutely hilarious exit in the Europa League, and he was saying we need to stop this trend of appointing managers who have no experience just because they played with your club. And I think Arteta is the only one who exactly falls into that bracket. But you can look at Solskjaer, got relegated with Cardiff and won the Eliteserien with Molde. I'm struggling to think here. Frank Lampard at Chelsea with yes, he tried to get Derby promoted, but he essentially brought them backwards because they finished 6th the season before, and then he finished them in 6th with fewer points and lost the playoff final as well. So I don't get where this trend came from of appointing managers just because they played with that club without them having too much experience. We've got Wayne Bonner here saying afternoon Matt and morning Will with the £2 super chat. Wayne, thank you very much for that super chat. You are another legend who's always thrown those in, so we do appreciate that. We got John saying big up. Will, love your channel, bro. A lot of fans in here for Will as well. Christopher W saying hello, Matt. Let's get Jenk back in here, who's having some Wi-Fi issues, but he's managed to get back on.
Sorry, guys. It's been a bit of a storm here. So
my Ryan Mason hate froze you up.
Yeah, the spirit of Ryan Mason's come and killed my Wi-Fi. But yeah, guys, look, it's just, you know, with top 4, do you guys genuinely think it's possible? Because obviously mathematically it is, but do you guys put your faith and your hope into Tottenham this season? Because I I don't know what it is. I just can't do it to myself anymore because I get let down. It's like it just comes crashing down, and you're like, again. It's just draining, isn't it?
It's the hope that's the worst part. For me, it always is. You know, I was even saying it that when Newcastle beating Leicester last night, it's given us that glimmer of hope that's probably going to be crushed today. Like if we drop points today, for me, it's over. And it's that slight bit of hope that really does just kill every single Spurs fan. But quickly, we got a super chat here from Jiminy. $8 says, can't donate too much today. Mother's Day is going to drain my funds tomorrow. Hoping for a win. Hope you have a good day, Matty. Jiminy, do not worry about that. You've donated more than enough to this channel. I really do appreciate that, and I hope your mom has a good Mother's Day as well. And to everyone out there who is celebrating Mother's Day tomorrow, hope you have a fantastic day. Cenk, what are your thoughts on top four? Do you think we're going to get it?
It's possible, and it's certain. We've got winnable games, and the other teams in the top four have got games in which probably could put it to our way in terms of like they're playing each other. City, Chelsea, Liverpool. United, it's a good mix up there, and it's certainly possible. But there's a lot of things possible with Spurs this season that we've not been able to do. So I'm not buying into it just yet. Maybe if we're in a good position on the last day of the season against Leicester, I think Leicester will bottle it. So I think that could be a game where we might creep in on goal difference or something like that. If I'm clutching at straws here, but. Other than that, I think it is possible, but whether Spurs will do it, I don't think they will. And I don't want to be negative, but I'm just trying to
be realistic at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't think my heart could take getting in there last day of the season on goal difference.
My forehead's going to grow another 4 inches after this.
Well, look, I think it's a price worth paying if we do get into the Champions League. But if we have that typical that mess up towards the end, it would be bad. Aston here says, "Hi Matt, would love to see it on Baller or Lucas, but big lineup. Agree with you on that one." John here, Leeds fan. Thanks for tuning in, John. Saying we should be happy with their lineup. No KP, no Rafinha, Dallas starting on the wing instead of in the middle. John, I should just get your opinion on that. Do you think it is Dallas starting out in the wing? And like, could it be Click in the number 10 is what I was looking at the way it's listed. I think Dallas in the middle with Robin Koch and then Click in the number 10. I think he is to get a Leeds opinion on that one. Steve here saying 165 people watching and only 82 likes. Come on, guys. A like costs nothing. It helps Maddie out more than you think. I appreciate that, Steve. Everyone do make sure to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes before David Harris joins us very, very shortly. And David, if you're watching, I sent you that link on Twitter. But Jake, look, I want to see how do you think this game is going to go? Do you think Spurs are going to go out and attack it? Do you think we're going to go for Leeds, or as Robbie said a while ago, do you think we're going to sit back or not park the bus, but be a bit more pragmatic and try catch them on the transition?
I think that what's going to happen is I think Leeds will have majority of the ball. I think they will have a strong spell, certainly in the first half, and I think it will take us a little bit of time to get into the game because they're a very unique side in the way they operate. Bielsa, I'm a big fan of Bielsa. I think he's great, and they're a hard team to beat. So he knows what he's doing, certainly. And with Leeds, again, like I alluded to at the start, they're a team you don't know what sort of Leeds is going to turn up because we've seen them play fantastic football, and then you see them really poor sometimes. And we've beaten them this season. We're certainly capable of beating them again. So I think they've got some big names missing, as a comment from John alluded to there. No Rafinha, etc. No Phillips. So they've got some key players missing. That's like the equivalent of us not having Son and Højbjerg. So that's crucial for them. But I've got confidence that we can get a result today. But I certainly wouldn't be surprised if it goes their way as well, because it's just one of those games where it's very hard to pick out a point where you can beat Leeds, definitely. You know, it's just whether they actually perform or not. So interesting game for sure. But I see us getting 3 points.
Yeah, look, that's good to hear. I think this is the game of the weekend, personally. You know, I don't know if you were here a while ago, but I said I think City-Chelsea is going to be a dead rubber 0-0 of both teams like trying to feel each other out, not showing their hand too much ahead of that Champions League final. But I think we certainly have the game of the weekend here. Anyway, look, I know you have to head off, so before you go, do you want to give us a score prediction and let us know where we can find you on social media?
Score prediction. Oh, you got it.
There,
Matty. Oh, with Spurs, I just can't predict anything with Spurs, but I did say on the stream, I did say 3-2 Spurs. So I think Kane will get a goal and Bale will get 2. So fingers crossed to get the 3 points. And my channel at Jenkoy's little handle is there. So if you'd like to check it out, feel free to as well. But other than that, people, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and continue to support the boys because a lot of effort does go into it, and they deserve it. So thanks for bringing me on, and fingers crossed we'll be discussing 3 points as well after this afternoon.
Yeah, let's hope so. Anyway, Jane, thanks so much for popping on. Yes. Everyone do make sure to go over and check him out on social media. Fully deserves the support, and I'm sure we'll talk soon, Jake.
100%. See you later.
Good night, guys. Bye.
See you. Everyone, look, make sure to get those score predictions in the live chat. We'll take those as we approach kickoff. But look, Will, I want to ask you about your man Son. Is he going to have the game of his life today? Is he bagging a hat trick? Is he bagging 2 hat tricks? Let me know what he's going to do.
I mean, I hope so. 2 hat tricks would be nice. He's on my fantasy team. That would be
that'd be a winning week right there.
Yeah, for sure. A big green arrow, 100%. No, look, I do. I think that Leeds is the type of team that's tailor made for Son. I think that their right back is not really quality. You know what I mean? He's kind of. I just think he's a little bit weak on the defensive side of things. You know, that he can push up and do a job over there. But look, I think Son is going to cause some problems, even if he doesn't get a goal, which I'm calling for him to score a brace today. Even if he doesn't get a goal, his movement in there and behind the runs that he makes, and even just staying high up the pitch when the ball's in our defensive third, it's gonna really make those center backs have to work double duty, and they're almost gonna have to put 2 men on them. So. It's going to bring space for Kane and Bale for sure.
Fingers crossed. David, Derry Hotspur, you're here. How are you? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm all good, Matty. You know, well, first of all, big up the Matt Pack, big up the Will Rangers, and big up the Harris Army. Let's do this. Let's take it to Leeds. With Leicester losing last night, with them little cockroaches going out Thursday night, you know, it's been a great build up to this game. We couldn't be more happier. So let's take this game to Leeds today. Let's go and get the 3 points, and then all of a sudden, top 4 is back on. Everyone over the last few weeks, everyone over the last few weeks has been telling me, no, we need teams to slip up. I've pinpointed games where I think teams will slip up. It's happening quicker than what I expected. You know, let's just go into this game with a bit of optimism. There's no Harry Winks. Moon Boots is making his 200th Premier League appearance. What more do people want from this game? Come on, you Spurs.
Come on.
Well, look, we're getting pumped. Will, can I do you have a stream for this game?
I can make one up if you want me to.
Yeah, would you mind, just because I'll be heading off shortly after kickoff, so if you wouldn't mind,
yeah,
share
sure,
that with
no
David.
Have you got a picture of Harry Kane I can see so I can give the hair prediction?
I have a picture on my wall that I can take down and show you, but I don't have any of him on the pitch. But
no, I need to see him today. I think
when Shamu said he has a hair out of place. Yeah, hair was out of place in the tunnel.
Oh,
that's
Shamu.
concerning.
Look, mate, Shamu's been up all night. He hasn't slept yet. Maybe he's a bit groggy. He's seeing double. That's what I'm hoping. Hopefully his hair is matted to his head. He comes out looking like, 007, Agent Kane, ready to go, put a few by, and take the game to them.
We've got a few people tuning in. We've got Pete from the Lane, who me and David were lucky enough to meet outside the Tottenham Stadium a couple of weeks ago. Pete, thanks so much for tuning in. The first person that's ever recognised us, David. The first one ever.
Yeah, absolute legend. I couldn't believe it, Matt. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. Like, in a way, that kind of made my trip. You know what I mean? To only start my YouTube channel back in October, November, when nobody even knew who I was. You know what I mean? To being outside the Tottenham Stadium, people coming up asking for pictures and, recognising you, telling you that they enjoy our channels, Matt. It's insane, isn't it? For 2 Irish lads. Think about this. 2 Irish lads growing up, no Spurs fans around. You know what I mean? And nobody, in comparison to the fan base, nobody knew who we were. All of a sudden now, people recognise us. It's insane.
It is. It's really surreal. It really is, and especially when they're as nice and as kind as Pete from the Lane as well. It was a pleasure to meet him. And look, maybe it's just that's what we're in for life now, David. This is us. We're celebrities now. We're A-list.
Matty, this is why we have our channels. We want to make a career out of this, And hopefully we can make a career out of it. Look, you're a lot further down the line than I am towards it, but I hope to get there one day. And just if everybody could keep supporting Matt Hayes with super chats and channel memberships, same as myself, same with Will with his Patreon and his merchandise, keep us all going. I know it's a lot to ask, but this career can't happen without the backing, the financial backing. Ideally, instead of going to work and then doing all the research for the streams and everything else, putting the streams out there, we would like to be able to do this morning, afternoon, and night. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's what we'd be like to do. And you guys can really help with that. And I want to say a personal thank you to everybody that has helped so far along the way this season on all our channels. It's been incredible. Even you guys who are not in a privileged position to be able to do the super chats and stuff like that. We know times are hard, but all the support you give us, follow us around on other channels, smashing likes on all the streams, always in the live chat, giving us conversation to work with, always in the comment section underneath, promoting our videos, promoting us on Twitter and everything else. You guys are absolutely insane, and we owe it all to you.
Absolutely. It wouldn't be possible without the people who tune in, the people who like, who subscribe, who comment, and the super chats as well. It's every single one who does any of those things. It is it's the reason we're here. It is, and it's the reason we have a chance to actually make something out of this. So as always, look, a huge thank you to you. We're getting very, very close to kick off now. David,
Matt, we have a bit of Korean in the chat. Can we get Will to dissect it?
Oh, I wonder, can he? Let's go, Will.
He says, Ace, Sunny, Sun. The first one is homely shit, Sunny. I don't know what that means, but he's basically just cheering up Sun. He says, "You go, Sunny, a to Chirok, Sunny." Yeah, so it's basically just like praise the sun there in the comments. He's kind of writing like weird. It's all kind of jumbled up, but he's basically like, "Yes, Sonny, come on, Sonny."
Well, look, if it's praise for Sonny, if it's celebration for Sonny, we'll take it. People in the game is started and they're finally ahead of us. Yeah, we'll be with you very, very shortly. David, are the nerves creeping in? Did I say that? Have I asked you that?
No, yeah. Look, Matty, Oh, sorry, Will. Do you want to go first?
No, go ahead. I'm trying to pull up. I'm trying to get a feed rolling here for us.
Yeah. No, look. Only winners eat steaks. I bought mine yesterday, prepared. I know we're going to be victors. We're going to be champions. So I'm going to sit there, have my steak after, a bit of pepper sauce, onions, a bit of mash, few vegetables to go with it, and a little portion of chips because Matty knows how much I love chips. You know what I mean? And for me, look, like I said, only winners eat steaks. I'm so confident that I pre-bought my steak. So, yeah, no nerves today. Look, Sheffield United, Leeds, Aston Villa, Wolves. I don't want to be disrespectful, but they're all newly promoted teams. We're Tottenham Hotspur. I've never been out in the Premier League, right? We should be beating them. This is the sort of running. You could not ask for better running come the end of the season. You know what I mean? You could not ask for better running than the running than we're given. So we need to take full advantage of it, and let's go. No nerves for me, Matt. Like I said, the stake is on. I'll probably get the missus to put it on at half-time. I'm that confident.
Oh, I love it. That's the confidence we need to see. And yeah, no, I do know how much you love chips. Jackson G with 5,000 again says that comment is a play on saying since I wrote this, it's going to be a Sun hat trick. Thanks for that, Jackson G, and thanks again for the super chat. Really do appreciate that, and thanks for forgetting the name of Guire J. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for your celebration of Sun as well. But look, it is a big game for Spurs. I think I've said this, that if we drop points today, that's top four done. I think we need maximum points from the last four games to be in with any chance really of getting through this and getting back into that top four. I think Willis just sent that link there, David, if you want to get that up as well.
Yeah, can I get it on Twitter, because I can't click on it in the private chat.
It is in your inbox now. I've just sent it there.
So,
right, let's do this. Spurs. Oh God, we better get 3 points out of this. I
need to get a look on my bay. Harry Kane.
I wonder, did that come from Benoit Suakato? Is that where that all started? Was he the first Bay? B-A-E?
Yeah, could have been.
Imagine that. Come on, Spurs.
Of course, now the laptop wants to do a restart.
Typical.
I'll drop a people's elbow on it, lad.
Go for it.
Come on, boys. Looking slow.
I think you have or StreamYard in that link you sent, man.
Huh?
You're just showing the StreamYard again.
Oh, did I get kicked out or something?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's on record only. It's not live.
No, the screen you're sharing is us in that other link, if you get me.
So what we're on now is what you're after linking us to it.
We're just seeing ourselves again.
I sent it to you.
We'll forgive him, though, in fairness. Will's put in a long stint yesterday, and today he's back.
Sorry, because I switched the screens. Hold on, let me switch the screens again. I'm half asleep still.
Look, when you're watching a game at 7:30 over there, I think we can forgive you being half asleep.
Do you know what? Like for like this is the thing, Matty. Like for us, it's kind of easy. You know,
What happened?
look, you roll out of bed, the game's on, and it's not until the evening. Like these guys get out of bed sometimes, 3 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning to watch games. Games around midday. It's insane the commitment that the guys over the other side of the pond have to get up and follow Spurs. Because like you think about it, could you imagine getting up watching a game and then having to go and do a full day's work?
No, I wouldn't be able. I wouldn't be able for that. Lockman here saying Harry keeps going deep. Is he trying to pull the strings a bit like he has done in the past, getting back into those positions where he has his best form? I just do have a live stream up here while we're waiting for that, but I will have to head off very shortly. It's a corner for Spurs.
Is it up now?
It's been wasted. No, it's just your background.
Background. Oh, I have to share it.
I think you can share the individual tab if that's easier than sharing your screen if you need to click over.
No, I can do it. I don't know what's going on. Like I was trying to find what service it was on, and then now I guess I have it up twice. There it goes.
There we go. There we have it. There's that ball coming in, headed out for a corner by Leeds. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to head off now that you're set up and ready to go, ready to watch Spurs beat the living crap out of Leeds. Thank you to the two of you guys for taking this today. Look, everyone who's tuning in, the 100 people who are still left, thank you very much for being here, for showing support and things like that. Actually, Will, are you logged into my stream yet?
I'd have to log in. I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't keep it logged in because I have mine. So
okay, I'm like, will I get you logged in so you can?
Yeah, just send me the information over, and I'll jump in there.
Yeah, brilliant. Right, lads, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much for taking this. Thanks to all the viewers and all that.
See you soon, Matt.
I'll talk to everyone soon. See you, lads. I probably won't, but bye.
See you, Matt. Oh, well, look, we're getting at Leeds early, which is what we want, so we couldn't ask for a better start. Harry Kane put a nice ball in for Sonny there. It was clear we got a corner off. It didn't do much from the corner, but, it's a good start, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
No, it's a good start. It's what we want is to get at them. So, because Leeds are a very aggressive team. They're very fit, so they can afford to get up in your face and be aggressive. So today we just need to kind of pass around them, and we should be okay.
Yep. We didn't look like we're putting too much pressure on them, us-wise.
Yeah, that worries me. That we should be pressing them. We already bet them at the start of the season by pressing.
Come on. Why are you just letting them play with the ball in the back?
Come on. Oh. When you log in, will you send the stream on like you did last time, where you like set up a separate tab or so? What was it last time you done? Oh. Leeds nearly scored. You having a laugh? Come on, lads.
There we go.
Oh, you there, bud?
Yep, I'm here.
I thought you were frozen there, lad.
No, I'm just trying to get into the back end there so I can run the show.
So Leeds have a corner kick here. Need to mark Bamford and click tight on this one. Oh, it's an absolute shocking corner. Way too much on.
I'm already in there. Well, Matt, if you're watching, I guess my browser on that other browser got it in there. So I'm gonna pull myself out here and then jump back in there.
Yeah.
You'll see two of me.
Oh, Leeds with another corner kick. We have to deal with this. Oh, Jesus Christ. What are you doing? We need to be clear on that. We can't be letting that go over the head like that. Who was that missed that? Come on. Has to be better. Has to be better. That's poor defending. How did he miss that? Let's go right across the face of goal. Oh, he should have buried it. He should have buried it. That could have been 1-0 Leeds. Could have been 1-0 Leeds. It's not a good start. Leeds are pressing us very, very high up the pitch right now. But look, guys, you know, the map pack, let us know what you think of the game so far. Shamu says another chance there for Leeds. Rash Don's daughter, the last, says David is a lovely human being. Thank you so much. He says I look lovely. Thank you. Shamu, first 2 minutes was good, love. Yeah, the first 2 minutes, I don't know. I just hope it's a tactic that we're going to sit back and play them on to us. Oh, man. Bielsa. Look, there's 35 years in the difference between Bielsa and Ryan Mason. I just hope that it doesn't come to fruition. And that experience shows in today's game that he gets the tactics right. He outsmarts us. He outplays us. And we have the main man back himself, Will. Big up, Will.
What's going on? Sorry, I had to close out that other one. For whatever reason, Internet Explorer, which is what I have Matt's stuff set up on, doesn't let me use my camera on multiple streams. But actually on Chrome, I can literally stream myself 10 times in my own stream if I wanted
to. I don't know. Will, can you share a link with me so we can get on the same stream?
Yeah, hold on. I got to bring it back up. So
can you share it with me on Twitter if that's possible, man?
Yeah, for sure.
Ah, oh, come on, man. We're starting sloppy. Leeds are starting to get at us now. We're starting to win all the ball. Come on. This is too easy. Let's get at them. The Leeds player laughing at Serge Aurier rolling around on the ground. Oh, did he catch him with the elbow there? Oh, that's a booking, you know. That's an off-the-ball elbow. That's a booking. Come on. Bar surely has to be looking at that. Could even be a red. Drop the people's elbow on Serge Aurier. Can't even make a challenge in this game without the referee giving a free kick and blowing his whistle. Oh, come on, there's nothing in that. That's soft.
Sent it over to you.
Let's get on the same link. Let's do this. Right, now we're synced up, Will. Now we're watching the same game, my man.
Yeah.
Moon boots on the way out. What's the referee blown for this time?
For sure. Let me see what's going on in here. I actually have to run the stream too, so. Looks like guys, we had a super chat for Dark Sun G. Says that comment is a play on saying since I wrote this, it's going to be a Sun hat trick. Pick up Dark Sun G21 for another super chat.
Big yourself up, man. What a legend. Big up Dark Sun G21. Do you know what? I always like Dark. I always look forward to Dark Sun G's chats. He always puts in good ones and he's always putting in stats and everything else. I do like his chats. Big yourself up, man.
Yeah, and I want to see too, like for all the people watching out there, I want to see people who are watching the game when something happens. Get that super chat in there. Oh, come on.
Oh, that's shocking. Oh, that is shocking. Regulon and Dyer both missed the cross. Both of them missed the cross. How can Moon Boots miss it with the size of his feet? And Regulon, that is shocking. That is shocking. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I think Regulon might have thought like Larissa was going to come out and grab it because let me watch this back.
Who did he get by there? Serge Aurier. Too easy.
Yeah, Regulon. No, what happened? Regulon almost scored an own goal. There is what happened. honestly, that was.
That's shocking, though. That's shocking defending by Reguilon and Dyer. Like Dyer, man, he has to put his foot to that and put it out for a corner. He's just allowed that run across the box, Will.
Yeah.
He just allowed it to run across the box. It's like, well, my man didn't touch it. I done my job. Jesus Christ. Put it out for a
Gave
corner
the ball
kick.
away again.
This is the result of it. The guy's brain dead. 200 Premier League appearance, and he does that. Christ, moon boots. Then Reguilon. Be more alert. Be more awake, man. Put your foot through the ball. Jesus Christ. Man, like, Will, why can't these players defend? Why? Please tell me. Why?
Couldn't tell you, my man.
Are we bad by defenders? I can't do another season of this shit defence. I really can't. These guys are going to give me a heart attack before the season ends. Will, we were talking about how, like, the first goal. Jesus Christ. Then this happens. It's shit. Oh. Lokeman says this is going to be a ding-dong game. I don't think so, Lokeman. No, not by the Spurs that's turned up so far. We just don't look at it, And this is what I said to Will this morning. I rolled out of bed. I seen Hugo Lloris coming out in some sort of interview or putting out a comment. We know how poor the season has been. We're going to try and salvage it. We want to do this for the fans. And then this shit happens. And like I said to Will, as soon as I seen it, as soon as Will rolled out of bed, I said it to Will. And I said, this does not fill me with confidence. This is exactly what I hate seeing. They've done it after before the North London Derby. They've done it again before Zagreb. And now they've done it now. Any game that matters, they can't help themselves. They come out and speak and then take their eye off the game because they're too busy being pretty boys in front of the cameras. And this happens. I just wish they'd stop speaking and start delivering.
Yep. Come on. Oh.
Fucking ping pong. Only ping pong we're playing is in our own area.
Yeah, for real.
Jesus Christ, we need to wake up. Oh, if we lose this, I'm going back to bed for the day. It's just shocking.
Oh, I already read that one.
Piss
poor goal to concede. Amateur defending. 100% Wayne Bonner.
Yep.
1,000 million %.
Yep. You got Wayne.
1,000 million %. Let's go, man. Where's this?
What is this idiot doing? Like, he's doing Zidane turns on the edge of our box. Someone please take him off now. Take him off now. Like, this is the attitude these guys are coming out with. Is he stupid? We're one down. Is he stupid? Is he as brain dead as we all believe? He's another one that has to go this summer. I don't care. Get him out of my club. He's a brain dead twat.
Yep. No. 1,000%. Come on now.
Oh, come on. Unlucky.
And look at that. It doesn't even look like Leeds is putting in effort, man. They're just like, even defending wise, they're just like throwing legs out there and blocking everything we got going on. I mean, it's pretty sad, to be honest with you.
Yep. 100%.
Come on, Celso. Oh, God. Come on. Bring the ball down.
You're letting Patrick Bamford hold it up. Come on. Guy looks like Marcelo Bielsa's son.
That's a good shout.
Oh, come on, Sonny. Jesus, man. Come on.
No, I mean, he says right here, we don't deserve top 4 if we play like this in a must-win game. Dude, I'm telling you, we play like this in every must-win game. That's just our thing. Like I said it earlier today, too, didn't I, Dave? I think even on the morning pump-up, man. That every time.
You've been saying this for a couple of weeks now. Look, even I've said it. We'll probably get it down to Leicester and we'll bottle it, or a must-win game. We'll bottle it somewhere along the line. But like, we've been saying it for weeks, haven't we?
Yeah. I mean, even this one too, because it's a must-win. Because Leicester, like if Leicester would have won yesterday, we would be winning like 3-0 right now.
1,000% we would be. 1,000%. You know, they're just absolute bunch of bottle jobs. You know, we come into the game hyped up. Arsenal gone Thursday. Leicester lose last night. You're just sitting there. Come on, Tottenham, do your job. Let's make an amazing weekend. It's early lunchtime on a Saturday. We win today. We're sitting pretty. We can chill out, watch the football normally, doing our job. Absolute banter Arsenal. And now they go and do this. I hope I kept the receipt from a steak from the butcher's because I've been bringing it back.
Can you return a steak in Ireland?
I don't care. I'll make sure to take it back there. I'll just walk in and say, look, I can't have it. You know, I'm sure the butcher will understand. Hopefully he's a Spurs fan. Hopefully he just understands my pain and says, I get you, man. I get you. Go home and drown your sorrows in a tub of Ben and Jerry's. Even then, I don't feel like I deserve the good ice cream. Tottenham with this shit. Yeah,
Bamford's right behind you, Dyer. Come on now.
Fuck's sake, Sonny. Instead of just standing there all the time, you actually jump and compete for the ball, please. Come on. Come on, Celso.
Play it now.
Good ball. Oh, come on, Harry.
Bad touch.
Has to be better, man. That has to be further out. Why are you touching it back in and like making the angle easier for him to get back? Just touch it out a bit wider, man.
What happened? There it goes.
Failing. He's absolutely shit.
Toby. I'll be fair. That Roberts guy's playing better today than I thought he would.
Yeah.
Playing better than I thought he would.
Like a plastic bottle, Will. As soon as the heat and the pressure comes on, we just melt. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Come on now. Let's go. Come on, boys. Stop showing Bielsa. We need some peoples out there in the.
But like, you don't see anybody willing to step up, look a bit angry that we're 1-0 down. You know, realizing what is actually at stake right now and trying to take the game to them. It's all, look, if Leeds have the ball, we'll try and get a breaking ball, but we won't get stuck into them. And when we have the ball, we just can't pass it. Look at that. Straight off a Leeds player.
I thought he was
And
going
he
to
do the
try
same
to
predictable thing. Oh, please, what is he trying? Oh, good ball, Moon Boots. That's it, Sonny. Let's have a go. Oh, fuck's sake, he needs to wake up.
The whole team needs to wake up.
Just put me on Lucas Moura. What is Dele Alli? Look at him jogging around. Look at him. Please take him off now and just bring on Lucas Moura.
No, because
Or
Ryan Mason's a genius.
Yeah,
Dele Ali is the
absolute
best
genius.
number 10 we've got.
And this is what some people are telling me. Oh no, let's have him in charge. Can't even pick a right team. This is too easy. They're just playing around us. This is literally. We must be the easiest team to play against. Because all we do is watch them pass, turn around. And that's it. You know, we watch everything. Yes! Come on! Good man, Deli. Sonny!
There
Let's
you go.
Will, you called it. You called
Sonny
it, my man.
Where's that goal video? Throw that up there for people.
Yeah, get the goal with it. Come on!
Oh. All right, 1-1. We're going to update the banner now. Okay, we're back in the game.
Beautiful play by Dele Alli, to be fair. I'll give him that.
I don't think he meant it. Looked like he just got fouled and the ball barely. Maybe he did just get it off his feet.
He just looks like a Wobie. Every time I see him, I keep picturing a Wobie.
No, it was a good ball in. Good ball in. Don't be offsides or anything like that.
Surely, there's no way he's offside, surely.
Come on. Look, they are open in the middle of the park. That's the second or third, run I've seen up the middle by Lo Celso that's ended in an attacking opportunity. So, hey, problem is we're open too.
We're so easy to play against. We don't get stuck in. Every time people just pass around us. It's way too easy.
Or you're playing people on sides for run.
Oh, look, there's no point. This guy just doesn't understand. Well done, Dele. Well done, Dele. He could have tried to hold on to the ball there and they could have took it off him with the people around him. Fair play to him. He was aware.
Oh, that's what you got to do. Play simple passes in the direction you're facing.
Yeah.
See if we get any super chats in here. Where's the super chats at, folks? Where's super chats? Papa needs to buy a new pair of shoes. What game are you watching? I'm watching the Leeds game. What game are you watching, James? What are you talking about? We keep passing the ball into bodies, not space. That's very true, Wayne.
Yeah, it's true. Like, this is what we've been saying all season. We just can't pass it to a player in the same shirt.
And I think the new Mason strategy is playing to feet, right, rather than playing into space.
Yeah, no. Oh my God, what a!
Oh, I'm telling you,
take that idiot off, Serge Aurier. He gets 2 assists against Sheffield United. Everyone tells me how good this guy is. The goal came down his side. It was too easy to let the ball come in, let the winger get the cross in. Then Moonboost doesn't put his foot through it. And just there, right there, too easy for the winger to cut in and have a shot.
I don't even know. He's lucky he slipped there, to be honest with you.
Yeah. He's very lucky.
Why does half the Leeds team have man buns, though? That's what I want to know.
They must be inspired by Danny Kyriakou.
I think maybe Danny would secretly plays for Leeds, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. One more mistake from Serge Aurier. I'm not messing around. I'm considering getting the next Ryanair flight over. It's way like this. This is too easy. See, we're not even challenging them. Oh my God. We are all over the place back there.
For people that are watching that want to sync up with us, we're probably quite a ways behind the folks there in the UK. We're at minute 28, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. So it's the rain.
Like, we get played around too easy, right? We don't win any of our aerial duels. We don't close down. We stand off them.
This better be 2-1 at halftime. Otherwise, I'm going to be livid.
Good finish by Son, to be fair. He took his goal well. You know, fair play to him. Hopefully Harry Kane steps up and grabs one as well. Son must be closing him down for the golden boot right now.
Dark Sun G in with the 5,000 wants says, I don't know if it's just me, but whenever it rains, I feel that Spurs die out a lot. Come on. Dark Sun
look,
G,
they
I
have a good
appreciate you,
ball
but
in their hotel and the canteen and, you know what I mean, the pool, and they play cricket in the changing rooms. They have it too handy, Dark Sun G. You know, why would they want to be out there in the rain, running around, getting down to the nitty-gritty? Why would they? You know, they could be inside in the sauna, you know what I mean, go into the steam room, go and play a bit of cricket, maybe play a bit of 10-pin bowling. You know what I mean? Take a few videos for the cameras to send out to us fans. You know, just,
Harry?
oh, come on.
There it is. Goal number
Tim, is he
2.
off? Oh, he thinks he's off.
People are laughing at us in the comments who already seen it.
Oh, he could be on here. It's when the ball was. It was when it touched Dele's feet. Oh, he could be on.
He's on. He's on.
Oh. He has. If they find a way of disallowing this with his fingernail outside or something, I swear to God, that's what they're going to ask the players to do next season. They're going to ask them to paint the tip of their fingernails.
He's onside here.
Has to be on. Beautiful ball. Who played that ball in? Bale.
Dele, wasn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I think it was Dele.
Yeah, Dele. Dele with a double assist. Come on, give it to my Bay. No goal.
No way that's offside.
Jesus
That's ridiculous.
Christ. Yeah, no, Harry Kane needs to cut his fingernail outside.
That is ridiculous.
That's a joke.
That's a crime. Like, if they're saying it wasn't a clear and obvious area, so the ruling on the field stands, that's BS, because they've done that all season long, where they don't raise the flag for goals that are scored and still call them offside. There's no way that was offside, dude. Those two lines were right on top of each other.
Yeah. Oh
we
my
were just
God.
robbed a goal there.
And straight away we need to see down the other end.
That is couldn't even see a difference.
That's a joke of a decision, honestly. You know, that is a joke.
The tips of their boots were equal to each other. How is that offsides?
His Langer was probably hanging a bit offside.
Because your arms don't count. And Harry's arm was outstretched.
Yeah, no, it was his lad. It was his lad was offside.
That is the worst one I've ever seen. Like, that was so close you couldn't even see. That was so close you could not even see the line, the other line. You could only see one.
Yeah. I don't know. This whole VAR nonsense. It's just getting beyond farcical now. You know, 1 week they give decisions, next week they don't. And like, you can't score you can't score with your hand or your arm, and that was Harry Kane's furthest body part forward. If that's offside for that, that's just absolutely shocking.
Thank you for a £2 super chat, though, Wayne. Appreciate it. Man, this is what? Birder.
Come on, let's get the goal before half-time. Come on. I need the boys to do it today. I was giving it all big on All Leeds TV, giving it big on the pre-match pump-up, giving it big on Tottenham Fan Show yesterday, giving it big on my preview. I need to win so desperately. And plus, I was caning Arsenal fans on Twitter. I've been having a good ding-dong with them over the last few days, right? And they're just waiting for us to slip up today. I need a win so
what are you
bad.
doing, man? You just got outrun and then twisted.
Oh, my Lord.
Good recovery, though, but still, you shouldn't be putting yourself in that position.
No.
Come on, son.
Good ball, Sonny. Let's go, Garrett.
Bale's
Come on,
been kind of
Gareth,
missing
let's
all
go,
match. Where's he been?
Yeah. That's
To
true.
be honest with you, I forgot he was on the pitch. So many man buns out there. He was hard to find.
He'd fit right in with Bielsa's team, with the man buns. Oh, that's a shocking ball in. Come on, Reggie. Jesus Christ.
But Shamu Van Spurs says if that's offside, then Don Robbie is moving to Watt TV. No, I agree with you 100%.
Oh,
See if they show a
they
replay
are
of that
broken
offside
over
goal.
there on AFTV. They are some broken men.
Maybe it was that front Superman twirl he's got in the hair going on today. That was what was offside.
No, it wasn't. It was the hang between his legs was offside now. Honestly, I'm waiting for that to be on a VAR decision one day. I'm not messing. I'm waiting for it to happen one day. His schlong was too big.
His ball sack fell out of his shorts.
Oh, come on, sorry,
Come
that's
on,
what I'm talking about. Belly. Come on, Awobi. Well done, the side, so we done well to dig it out there. Oh, and then a stupid little sloppy pass. Oh.
Kelly was sleeping. Shove him down.
Why is he pushing him over? Mason. Honestly, I can't just look at him in the dugout and be inspired. I can't.
No, it's like he doesn't know.
it.
He looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. He's like, oh, come on.
Do you know what it is? It's one of them. He sees Bielsa getting animated, so he comes off the bench then and starts showing out his fingers and all to look like a manager.
Yeah, 100%. Come on. This game's starting to put me back to sleep.
Oh, come on. Harry Kane's a bit off it today.
It was a good flick that he put in. It was a good flick. Good run and a good flick. But other than that, he's been a little off.
That's it. That's it. Get at him. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Little bulldog terrier. Let's go. That clown again. That clown again. He is a clown. He is a clown. Honestly, stick a wig and a red nose on him right now. Just show him up for what he is. That's too easy. Oh, he's so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him. Oh, I'm injured. My name is Aria. I'm injured. Oh, he is a clown. Just stick a wig and a red nose, please. Please. That actually, every mistake, every time he has a bad performance, that's what I do with him. Send him out with a clown wig and a clown nose on him and make him run around in it.
Mr. K says we need Deli. The rest don't have any balls to do any rough stuff. I don't know if we need Deli, but
Let's bring in John Cena. He's a Spurs fan. He'll rough them up.
come on, son. Number 2.
Oh, let's go, Harry. Let's go,
ball,
Hitch.
son. Son's
Come on,
back
Hitch.
up.
Go on. Oh, look at
You
that.
should have played that back out to Son, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's having a bad hair day, Will. Look at that. That's terrible.
It's the rain. It's the humidity. Is done his hairdo in.
Oh, look, it's coming down Bobo's side again. Let's see what Bobo does.
too many buns.
Yeah. And not the right sort, not the sweet kind, not the good buns, not the nice ones.
Need a good,
Bobo,
good
straight out to a Leeds player. Well done, Bobo. That's what I'm talking about. Good interception, Reggie. Let's go. Let's break here. We have numbers.
Play the ball behind him. Stop the run.
Go on.
That's a good ball, Deli.
Make the right pass. Good pass. Let's go. Let's go, Wales.
Good good flick.
Oh, you greedy shitbag.
Look at Deli. Look at Deli. Now he's marked.
Oh, what is that? That's stupid.
Bale's not having a good game today.
No, he's not. Bring on Lucas. I know. The thing with Gareth Bale, though, you can guarantee when the game opens up a little bit in the second half, he will get a chance and he'll probably put it away.
Warrior, you just lost your runner again, man.
That's way too easy, man. We are doing our best. We are doing our best to give them this game. We're not competing for anything with. We're not competing at all.
If you see Dyer, he wasn't even looking at Bamford. Like he had totally lost Bamford. If that ball would have been a better ball in,
yep,
Bamford would have had a clean header on target.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
What do you expect with Moon Boots? Moon Boots can't jump. You know what I mean? He got bet by 5'5" Cavallero, Oompa Loompa. Oh, well done. He got away with that. Let's go. Let's break. Oh, come on. Better ball, man. Composure. All right, Reggie, you're just being outrun. He's so reactive, isn't he? He's such a reactive player. He's not proactive.
Yeah, defensively he needs work. It seems like he's...
Oh, my God. Oh. Straight down Bobo's side again. 1-2 beating behind Bobo. Replica the first goal. Ball across. You know what I mean? Oh, my God.
What?
Oh, my God. What are y'all... And this stupid looking at each other. Oh, who's that for? Just deal with it. Be men.
Moon Boots.
First of all, it started with Reggie being a reactive instead of proactive. How's he getting back to the ball there? He's 5 yards on him. Then straight in behind.
They stopped playing too. They're looking for the foul.
Yep, straight in behind Bobo. Look, and Moon Boots standing there. Look, standing there. He doesn't even know where the man is. Doesn't even know where Bamford is.
He didn't know where Bamford was either for the other ball in.
Oh my God, he's just
all he had to do was take a step forward.
Yeah, all he has to do is go and meet the ball and put his big Moon Boots through it. But he's standing there like concrete.
Waiting for the ball to come to him instead of going to the ball. That's what little kids do, dude. Wait for the ball to come to them instead of stepping to the ball. Everything football says, what the F is Dyer meant to do? He's meant to... Look, he had a good 2-3 yard spot on Bamford. All he had to do was run to the ball and kick it straight back out of bounds.
This is the thing.
Instead of waiting for it to come to him.
This is the first thing you're taught. Don't wait for the ball to come to you, right? So he not only, but what he done is he was actually marking Bamford. He ran off Bamford to cover the 6-yard box, right? But all he does is plant himself there. You go meet the ball and you put your big Moon Boots through it and send it to orbit. So I can ring Nass and send them up to get the ball. That's what you do in that situation. You don't stand there, not even look over your shoulder to see who's running off there in anticipation. He's just rooted there. He needs to go and meet that ball and put his foot through it. He's just standing there. He doesn't even know where Bamford is. At least throw your head over your shoulder to know which angle he's coming at.
Anything football, I don't want to disagree with you, but Toby wasn't anywhere near Bamford. So how was Toby marking Bamford? Bamford was on the right side of the box and came from right into the near post.
Look,
So
it's a replica of the goal against Liverpool when he stood there on the 6-yard box as well.
So
We've seen this time and time again with Eric Dyer.
Look, all Eric Dyer had to do was take 2 steps forward and kick that ball straight out, and it's completely cleared.
Look at that little gremlin. Look at him. Get him off the bench. Honestly,
Right,
get me a proper manager.
Everything football, again, mate. Toby was like 4 yards in front of Bamford. He wasn't marking Bamford. Marking means that you're actively pressuring them or keeping them from playing the ball in. Of course, Reguilon shouldn't have given the ball away early. We both said that. I don't understand why. Are you a Dyer fan, mate?
No, look, we both agree, right? Reguilon shouldn't have been caught on the hop. He was 5 yards ahead of his man. He shouldn't have been caught on the
100%.
hop. He won, right? But then it comes down Bobo's side. Again, straight in behind Bobo, ball comes across. Toby Alderweireld has positioned himself to try and cover Aurier, right? With moon boots, he actually was marking Bamford, ran off Bamford to go and cover the 6-yard area, stood there. He doesn't even look over his shoulder to see where Bamford is, right? He's not aware. These are all basics in defending, and he's standing there waiting for the ball to come across. You don't do that. Any good defender knows you go and meet that ball and put your foot through it. You clear it.
Yep. As soon as that ball is crossed in, he should be actively running towards the ball. You don't wait. You never wait, especially inside the 6-yard box. You never wait for the ball to come to you because all that takes is one attacker. You know that you got people making run-ins. All it takes is a toe poke, and it's in the back of the net, which is exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. I don't understand why that's controversial. And look, man. How many touches backwards do you want to go before you blame the person directly responsible for that goal? You know what I mean? Like, because there was at least 4 or 5 passes after Reguilon lost the ball.
Yeah.
That led to that goal. Yeah, he shouldn't be giving the ball away in our defensive third. 100%. Got to take the blame.
Yeah, look, the thing is, right, we get that. But the thing is, the goal actually happens when Eric Dyer's just planted there and doesn't do anything.
Exactly.
That's where the goal happens, and you have to call him out for it. Look, it'd be different if it's a once-off, but we've seen that against Liverpool, where the ball came across and he's just standing there, his man ran straight in front of him, tapped it home. We've seen it time and time again with Eric Dyer being out-jumped. You know what I mean? All these balls have been swung in the box today. He's been a mile off them. Better positioning by Bamford, he would have had another 1 or 2 goals already.
Mac, you're right. It should be 2-2. Halftime. Look, if we got any people, any fans that are members of the channel that want to jump on here at halftime or do anything like that, let me know. You can just jump on in, and I'll bring you onto the show.
Honestly, Will, these players better come out in this second half and show a bit of bollocks about them. I'm not messing, right? There comes a point where there's only so much they can. Sorry to cut across you, but I'm so angry, right? Well, it comes a point where if you're going to keep talking in the press before games, right, and this same shit happens, this is the half now. If they have anything about them, they actually care about us fans, right? They actually care about the club. This is the half time to get whatever's going on sorted out and get the job done in the second half with no excuses. I don't want to come out in the second half and play football and claw it back and finish the game 2-2. That's bollocks. I want the 3 points. We need the 3 points. If they have anything about them, and they really do care about us and the club, like I said, and mainly us fans, they will come out this second half and rectify this.
Mr. K, how you join is you go to the community section on the YouTube page. So click on Matt's face down there at the underneath the chat, and you can go to the community section. There should be a link there. Actually, I know it's there because I used it this morning. So for any members that want to join us at halftime for a few minutes.
Yeah, guys, do come on.
How okay, everything football, mate. I disagree with you, man.
Dark Sun G has a super chat in there as well, Will. It's just up above that.
Yeah, did I not read it? I had it up earlier. VR hate us.
All right.
Reggie was a bit unlucky for that first goal. Hopefully we can come back and win like the Southampton game. Everything football, that's fun. Ain't you a fan, man? Will, I'm not a Dyer fan, but I think that Dyer shouldn't have had to deal with Bamford there. Why? Yes, he should have had to deal with Bamford there, mate. He ran
off Bamford. He left Bamford. He was originally marking Bamford.
He was marking Bamford, and then he stepped into the 6-yard box to prevent a cross across the box, right? Which was a good move for him to do. The bad part was not continually checking his shoulder to see where Bamford was, and the biggest mistake was watching the ball and waiting for it to come to him instead of making a step at it. Dyer had a good 2-3 yard head start on Bamford there. If he would have ran at the ball and kicked it and cleared it, that goal Bamford never even gets close to it.
Look, let's just be real about Dyer, right? He's an overgrown baby. He's just a big man child, right? He's always waiting for things. He's not proactive about anything. And he's just useless. Let's just cut the crap now. Let's be honest about these guys. You know, he's just an overgrown man child. That's what he is. He can't do that, and he can't even defend. Get him out my team. Get him out my club.
Fen, jump on here and have a chat with David. I need to go put pants on.
Honestly, why did it do it to us every single time? Every single time we're in a good mood, you know, we get the early kickoff and Spurs last down. Like even that first goal, right? Now, Eric Dyer's right, literally wouldn't put his foot to it. It's kind of gone by him, so he's like, oh, my man didn't get it, I've done my job. He should be putting his foot through that and putting it out for a corner. But that doesn't excuse Reggie either. Like, again, he should be putting out for a corner, not straight at Lloris, potentially for an own goal. But, like, Jesus Christ. Like, that's two situations there where Dyer's been there to come across and block the cross, and he hasn't done it. He's completely shirted the responsibility. Completely. And this is a joke decision. He should be fired.
I got to watch that line again.
Oh, come on. Jesus Christ. How is that off?
Zoom in here.
Oh, they won't. It's the referee union. And then look at Bobo. Like, why is he not going with the runner when Dele Alli's coming across? Look at Bobo. Look. Honestly, stick a wig and a nose on him at halftime. How do you feel?
Oh, hold on, guys. I think my internet's a bit. Can I just come back in 10 seconds? I'm just going to sort it out.
Yeah.
No problem. Oh, this is. They better find something at halftime. What do you think Mason needs to be saying to these guys?
You look good here now, man.
Can we hear you, Fed?
Yeah. Can you hear me? I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Oh, loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Cool.
Will wants to go and put on pants.
Yeah, I'm going to go put on a pair of pants. I'll be right back.
Fed, take us through it, man. What do you think?
That's pretty shocking, wasn't it? I think the problem is that we're playing our wingers are playing too far forward, so they just keep getting in on Aurier and Reguilon, and that's the issue. Whenever they try and get try on the left hand side, especially because they can attack Aurier because he's quite slow, and he keeps getting over. He's been lucky because we keeps giving us free kicks. This referees, I'll take it, but they're causing issues for us at the minute, and I think the midfield needs to change. I think. Although yesterday when I was talking on your stream, we said that the 4-3-3 might be too defensive. It could work.
He needs to get Endom sauce on.
And if we went with 3, I think then at the same time we would have more stability in the midfield because what are they playing? They're like playing a 4-5-1 kind of way, 4-1-4-1 kind of formation. And then that means that it's 2-on-3 in the midfield. And then with their wingers, they can just burst through the fullbacks. That's the problem that we've got. And then, obviously, I think we were quite unlucky. That Kane, especially, come on. He's probably got a size 9 boot on. If he would have whacked a size 8 boot on, that's onside all day. Like, it's unlucky, but that's just Spurs in it all over. But
honestly, whoever's in charge of VAR today, he should be sacked for that decision. Again, accountability. He needs to be held accountable. Sack him. Just like Dyer today. Look, I know I get what you're saying, Fen. I know it started with Reguilon, but honestly, the first cross that came in, right, Dyer was in a position to put his foot through it, put it out for a corner. What he does is he lets the ball run across. He's like, my man didn't get onto it. Someone else can take the responsibility. Reguilon then should have put it out for a corner. He didn't. He nearly scored an own goal. Like, disaster. The second one, the ball comes down Bobo the clown side. Right, the ball comes across. Right, he was marking Bamford. He ran off Bamford to get in the right position. But then when you're in that position, right, you can't be flat-footed and wait for things to happen. You have to be proactive. He has to go and meet that ball and put his boots through it. Like, we call him moon boots for a reason, right? Because he always just puts his boot through things and, you know, it's like a missile, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's the time to go and do it. That's when we want you to do it. But when we want moon boots to do something, he does the opposite. And when we don't want him to do something, he does what we don't want him to do. The guy is just brain dead. He's a big, overgrown man-child. He's a big baby. He needs to go. We need to cut the crap with these players. Like, two goals there he could have prevented today. 2 goals.
Yeah.
You know, along with Bobo, along with Reggie, to be fair, all 3 of them having a shocker. Like, with Aurier, like, you know, honestly, I would just stick a wig in the nose on him and send him out at half-time play because he deserves to be humiliated. You know what I mean? He got 2 assists last week against a team that's already relegated. They weren't tracking his runs. You know, he thinks he's God. He's walking around the change room again thinking he's God. And he comes out and puts this shit in. You know, anytime we have a chance to make something happen and salvage our season, Tottenham let you know.
That's the way of the world, though, David, when you're a Spurs fan, isn't it? But the point that I was trying to make was that I think that when I was watching it, I think that I don't know if we can hold Diabolical, completely liable for that, for the second one. I think the first one, that was his fault. But I understand from the first point of view, the first goal, Reggie's point of view, he had to get something on that, otherwise they're going to score anyway. Yeah, no,
he does. But Dyer, it shouldn't have come across because Dyer should have put his foot through it. He should have been brave. But what he wants to do is just hand off responsibility like too many of these players.
And then on the second one, I think Toby. No, but Toby was coming for Aurier. It's a tough one, that second one, because Dyer should go towards the ball and there shouldn't be that big of a gap between Aurier and Dyer anyway, or Alderweireld and Dyer anyway. So Dyer should be stepping forward there and intercepting that. But then it comes from Reguilon, not on his toes, flat-footed, and then he gets beaten by Dallas on the right wing. And then,
even though he had 5 yards on him.
Exactly. And when you get that, when you get our back four, you're going to score, because our back four is so slow and it's so liable to fast attacks that we will just end up conceding. So I think Dyer is liable, but I don't know if he's 100% liable for the second one. But
no, look, Dyer needs to retire from football, go and play for the latest casting auditions for Space Jam or something. Because honestly, he comes out, it's his 200th Premier League appearance today, and that's how he celebrates it. That's how he celebrates it. I said yesterday on my stream, we were going to win, but Dyer would probably give them a goal or score an own goal. He'll do something to help the opposition. Like, God knows, last week, he done his best to help Sheffield United score. He done his best. He gets rewarded today. There you go, Sir Eric, go out and make your 200 Premier League appearance, even though you've been here about 8 years and you don't deserve it. We just ask you to do one thing. Just live up to the name the Irish Hotspur gave you, which is moon boots. Just clear everything. Yeah, no problem, boss, got that. And then he stands there like an absolute whelp, like an idiot, like he's frozen, like he's in Ice Age. You know what I mean? The guy is just a calamitous clown. I'm fed up with him.
Mm-hmm. Shocking, really.
Honestly, if he doesn't get fined a week's wages for the 2 goals he's cost us today, then this club is dead. Because, we just reward these players, keep rewarding. Oh, yeah, look, no problem, Eric. We know you were bad. And I wouldn't mind, right? This is the same guy, actually, that came out midweek and said, oh, the criticism of my performance has been harsh. The same guy that came out midweek and said this. And I called it straight out. He came out and said, oh, well, I was performing well, had a slight dip, but I'm performing again. Right? Okay, you were performing well when we were top of the league, and you stopped performing. First of all, what do you not understand about that? That's when you should be performing the most. Right? And he goes, I dipped. Yeah, you dipped when we needed you. This is the problem, right? Again, doesn't get it. right? An absolute F student in school, right? Just doesn't understand. They're talking to a brick wall, right? Nothing goes in. Just complete concrete brickhead, right? And then he goes, and, you know, I'm performing well lately. Yeah, but you're performing well against Sheffield United because everyone's just talking about Enoch. They don't care about the game, right? And then he proceeds to say, oh, and I think the criticism is being harsh this year. And it wasn't just this. Like, this guy just does not get it. He sums up right now everything that's wrong with this club. Everything that's wrong with this club. Delusional athletes that think they still have it, that think they're better than what they are. Overpaid players with their ass wiped for them. You know, everything is geared up for these guys to go out there and put in 90 minutes of performance. You know, to have someone to, you know, book to go out and buy them presents for family members' birthdays. Story about Dele Alli. Dele Alli, you know, paid someone to go out and pick up a TV for his father's birthday. You know, it just goes to show, overpriced. You know, that's your father. You go out and you hand pick out a present, you go and deliver it yourself. You know what I mean? And this is the problem with these players. Overpaid, too much time on their hands, and not enough actions or not enough things on the field. Egoed athletes is what we have at this club. Eric Dyer sums up exactly the problems at this club. Over and out. Pass it on. Why don't you take over? Because I'm going to have a heart attack. I'm getting pains in my chest.
Can I say something to Mr. K? He just said that he can't get on the community section. Yeah, the page is gone on the community section, but if you just press on the notifications, it comes up with the URL. So if you put that into Google, then you can get on. So I think the second half's literally about to start anyway. But if you do want to come on like afterwards or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, let's all clap Eric Dyer, give him the participation medal. You know, there's no winners and losers in life anymore. Let's just give him the participation medal. Sick of this guy.
But got another £2 super chat here from Wayne Bonner. You're a legend, my man. Always supporting the channel. Let's take a little bit of the weight off of him. And look, you know, it's early for me. I was half asleep when I started this. Anyway, my head is still foggy, and the match itself isn't helping. So my apologies for not being as animated as I normally am. What Dyer? Dyer's a football player. Yeah, and look, I mean, take this as a lesson for the young fellas out there who play football. You never, as a ball's coming into you, whether it's a pass or a cross, you never wait for it. Never wait for it. Always step to the ball, right? Unless you're doing a turn on a person, unless you're trying to turn a player into midfield, don't ever wait. And you're gonna flick it past them as you turn. Don't ever wait for the ball to come to you. You always step to the ball. That's all Dyer had to do in that situation, was take a step forward. And the game still 1-1.
Yeah. So that we weren't robbed off a goal as well. That came well. It's so unlucky, but we're the world, eh? But I think the second half has just kicked off, and I'm watching it with my dad, so I'll be back.
All right, Finn, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks, Fred.
No worries.
See you
later, guys. See you later.
Finn's a good lad. I forgot that was even him.
Yeah, no, he's a good kid. Finn's a good kid. Oh, I've calmed down now.
Phillips is getting warmed up to come finish us off.
Typical ball boy tactic. Take 10 minutes to give them the ball, slow everything right down. Prime example of ball boy shithousery.
Come on, Gio.
What? God.
Come on, that wasn't even that hard to keep in.
Doesn't even know where the lines are on the pitch. They must think they're playing on American time. They must think it's your time.
That was not even that hard of a ball to keep in.
Oh my God.
Come on now.
How much is he paid a week?
Come on now. How many likes we got on this stream right now? Everybody get your like on, even though the club is letting us down. Let's get a like on the stream. We need 10 more to get to 150. Let's get those likes up to 150. And And let's get our super chats. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. We can get a subscribe on for David there, who's not frozen. He's just heartbroken.
I'm just in shock. I'm just sitting here thinking, Will, right? Let's add up Warriors' wages, Moon Boots' wages, Regulon's wages, and even Lo Celso's wages for that, right? And see how much we're paying these clowns to be making these amateur mistakes that should be drilled out of them before they even got to academy level.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But if anyone does like hearing the truth about these players, do subscribe to the Irish Hotspur, do subscribe to Will Stewart THFC Rants, and do subscribe to Matt Hayes Tottenham Blogs as well.
Yeah, I've definitely subscribed to Manny's channel. Definitely subscribe to David's channel. And if you guys wouldn't mind, I'm like 25 subs from like 600. So if you're watching and I know I haven't put on the best show today, but you guys gotta realize, man, I woke up at 4 hours sleep, 6 o'clock in the morning for this junk. But man, I'll tell you what, this match for me, man.
Oh my God, we're just too easy. We're just soft, naive, slow, lethargic shit. Do you know what?
Move the ball quicker.
You need to start bringing back real men. I was watching a clip from Roy Keane this morning, and he was right. You know, when Aston Villa stayed up last season, they had a big party in the dressing room, right? And, you know, they put their camera to Roy Keane's face.
Oh,
Yes!
he's offside.
Yes!
There's no way that's onside. Yeah. No way that was onside. He was a mile offside there. So he finished it well, though.
Yeah. But, yeah, he's way off. But back to the story. So, you know, and they went to Roy Keane, and Roy Keane was just like disgusted. Right? What's wrong with you, Roy? He was like, they stayed up. They just stayed up. They finished 17th. They just stayed up on the last day of the season. What are they celebrating for? Like, you just celebrate when you win things. And this is the problem with modern day football. You know, it's all this participation shit. As long as we're in the Premier League, you know, we don't really care. You know, we'll celebrate as long as we stay in at the end of the season. Not celebrating to win it, not celebrating to win trophies. You know what I mean? No, let's just celebrate just being in the Premier League. That's good enough. Get me real men back in football.
Yeah.
Please.
We got a £2 super chat here from Wayne Bonner. Thank you very much for paying £2 to have me answer a question. Will, what time is your stream later? My stream is on tonight, 10 p.m. New York time. Hopefully it's a positive one, because I can tell you right now that if this continues to go the way that it is, and if you don't like bad words or people yelling about players, you probably aren't going to want to watch that stream, because it's going to be a live one tonight, folks. If this continues the way it is,
Yep. So am mine. I'll be going this evening at some time as well, either 8 o'clock or 9:30. And if it continues this way, honestly, there's going to be a lot of home truths told. A lot of home truth.
You better get me on there and Alex on there, and we'll have a chat about old Moon Boots here.
No, I'm not having Alex on today. I do not have the head for that. I love the guy. But I do not have the head to listen to that shit today.
Jeez. And then Carl Simpson says, "Come on, lads. Will deserves all the subs. Contest quality." Well, thank you very much, Carl. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Yellow card. Here we go. Eugene, you're 100% right. Bale's gone missing 100%, man. I haven't seen him all day. And then David doing his Daniel Bryan impression there. Yes.
Who's Daniel Bryan?
I don't know. It's a New Zealand thing, I guess. I don't know.
I haven't a clue who he is. But I'll take it. I'll take it as a compliment, I suppose.
I think Delhi was offsides there too, to be honest.
I just can't take Dele seriously with that hair. You know, he does nothing all season, and then, you know, he has to come out and get himself in the news somehow. I know what I'll do.
Oh,
I'm
man.
going to go
Poor
and get mad
touch.
hair.
Get up. Play. There's no whistle. Why? This frustrates the crap out of me. There you go, Gareth. Wrong guy, but it was a good effort, at least. Where's the rest of the team at? Why do
At
they
home.
stop and playing? Like, if they think it's a foul, why are they just completely stopping? Like, this is seriously rec league stuff.
Yep.
It's rec league.
Moon Boots trying to make something happen here, trying to be proactive. I'll take that.
One small step for Eric Dyer. One large leap. I got a Moon Boots hoodie in the mail. It should be there. I bought that one for myself too. So
Wear with pride.
I'm gonna be wearing it.
Just so deflated.
One small step for Dyer, and we're not 2-1 down. Play. Toby, what are you doing?
Nothing. That's the problem.
Aurier was not marked at all. Why didn't he just play the ball out to Aurier in the first place? Why sit there and hold up in the midfield like you're waiting for this?
It's the same thing as persistent, right? Why is Ryan Mason not making a substitute? He needs to affect the game here. Like, you see this 11 isn't working. Change it. Not when it's 70 minutes. Do it now. Send the message out there.
I swear to God, if Harry Winks
Or
comes
just
on
have
the
to wait
pitch,
for a phone call from Daniel Levy.
I swear to the Lord God Almighty, if Harry Winks comes on the pitch.
Honestly, if Harry Winks comes on, Will, I think you're watching it on your own. I'll have to go. I'll end up getting Matty's channel taken down. Come on, Kane. Fuck's sake.
There you go, Hoiberg. Look, come on, son. Number 2 right here. Boom! Yeah. Oh! It's a good effort, though.
He has to be putting that away.
Angle was
Everybody
a little
cheer me
tight.
up and just hashtag Harris Army in the chat and let me see who's here from the Harris Army. Just cheer me up.
Kane, you weren't really in position. There was a man in between you.
Unlucky.
Wait, bottom £2 super chat says one small step for moon boots, one giant leap for strikers.
Big up Wayne Bonner. Hope you keep him well, my man. I hope to see you on the fan show next week, kid.
Come on, play, Hugo. Play now.
Wayne Bonner's a good man. He's a good laugh as well.
Yeah.
He does crack me up with some of his comments.
We don't get 3 points out of today's match.
We won't even get a draw. I'm telling you.
What kind of pass is that? Now play. Moon boots. Dele. Look at Dele. Look at Dele. Kane, what are you doing?
Where's Kane going? Come on, Kane. Have to be better than that.
Oh, great.
Rafinha's coming on. Lovely. Going to be 3-1 before we know it.
Well, I don't understand why he didn't play the ball into Dele there. Right, Dele was completely unmarked just outside the box. Simple tap there. Then you make a run. Right, just a simple give and go. Boom.
Yep.
You're there. Make a run into the 6-yard box. Dele hits you back, puts you back in. Got a header.
This is stressful, lads.
See, this is how a manager does it. They're up 2-1, and what do? They make it even harder for us.
Yep.
That's how a manager's
And
supposed
Wayne
to act.
Mason is sitting there, waiting for the text off Levy to tell him who to bring on.
Yeah, he's got his earpiece in.
Can't even
I'm
get a
sorry.
hold of the ball. We can't even get a hold of the ball, and he still won't bring on Ndombele or anybody. Won't bring on Lucas Moura to maybe get on the ball and run at them. Still won't do it.
Kane, wrong turn the wrong way. Then Phillips is going to come on in 5 minutes, and it's really going to get tough.
Doesn't matter. She's real.
£2 super chat here from Wayne Bonner. I've had better diarrhea than the Spurs display.
More enjoyable, I'd say, Wayne.
He'll bring Winks on. Better not.
All right, Mason,
Better
do
not.
anything you don't want them to do. We bring on Lamela because it's coming towards the transfer window.
I still don't understand why people get so mad at me for holding him responsible for his own actions. I don't get it. I don't.
Look, people are getting mad at me for holding Winks and Davies and Dyer to they're responsible for their all actions, but they wake up, Will. They do wake up.
Yeah, maybe the people. Hopefully today will wake him up. I'd rather not be proven right, especially if it means us not getting a win here today. But Dyer, what kind of play is that? You didn't need to flip that up in the air like that. That slowed the play down. Shoot! Oh, corner. Let's go. It's a good block, to be fair. Come on, Bale. Header.
Smiling boys. Done absolutely nothing.
No.
Stand there with a smile on his face. Probably complimenting each other on their man buns.
There you go, Ray.
Just take him out. Just don't let him run. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Put him back on the pitch. Sub him off.
I did barely touch them. Oh, barely touched
I don't know. That's a pretty good shot. Well, maybe not. It's just a side foot.
Yeah, it's a bit harsh. I just wonder, are we going to wake up for around 87 minutes and go for the game when it's too late? I wonder, is that what's going to happen? We've seen it time and time again. We were training West Ham at the West Ham Stadium, and then all of a sudden, last 15 minutes, we tried to give it a go to try and save face with the fans, pretend we're going to give it a go. You know what I mean? Why not do that from the start? This is the problem. I'm going to do the same here today. Come 85 minutes, they're going to pretend they're giving it their all. They're going to throw everything at it.
Yeah, no. Delhi.
For fuck.
They're taking chunks out of Rafinha though, aren't they?
They are, but I'd rather us have the ball. I'd actually just rather us have the ball and keep the ball. Just do the basics.
Come on. Dyer, where are you at? Why is Giovanni Lo Celso taking your position and marking people making runs into the box? What kind of ball is that, too? Let's just give it right back to him. Why not? Trying out loud. Somebody mark number 10. There's no press here at all. We are so open right now. Nobody is pressing. Dyer, behind you. Dyer, behind you. He didn't even check his shoulder once. He did not check his shoulder once.
Straight down.
Ellie, just get rid of it. What the? Oh, my God.
Straight down Bobo's side as well.
Come on, son. That's a foul. That was a foul on Son. Why are you giving them advantage?
Oh, we're just shit.
Don't foul him.
Look at this.
There it is.
Look, he's just standing there.
Thank you, Hugo. He just stood there right in front of him, watched him shoot.
No one's even running to try and block the shot with. You just let him stand there, just watching him.
They're taking chunks out of Rafinha today. They're on a mission to hurt Rafinha or what?
This guy's only on the pitch, right? He's only back from a long, long layoff, and he's already dominated as soon as he's come on. Like,
awesome
look, see this, who is actually having the football IQ to get out to him instead of just letting him stand there waiting for the pass? He didn't have to move.
No, it's one-time shot, easy shot. Awesome all in here with the $2 super chat saying Leeds teams reminds me of the good old Tottenham days.
Big up, awesome all.
Yeah. And then Wayne Bonner here with another £2 super chat says, does Mason know what a substitution is? I don't think he does.
No, Wayne, he's waiting to get paged by Daniel Levy. He's waiting for his pager to go off, get word of who he can bring on. You know, no surprise that he is actually going to be bringing on Eric Lamela right now. And that's probably no surprise because the transfer window is coming up. And rumours of a couple of clubs being interested. So, you know, Levy texts Mason, look, just bring him on. You know, put him in the shop window.
Put me on, coach.
Oh, and Lucas Moura is getting warmed up.
That's good.
That should have happened. 10 minutes ago, to be honest.
Come on, Gio. Sonny, run. Oh, what a pass.
Oh, wake up, Gio. Wake up. Oh, my God.
It wasn't even a hard pass. It wasn't even a tough position to make the pass. Get your super chats in here, guys. Like the channel, like the stream. It's a Debbie Downer day, man. The stream's low. Either that or we're just doing a bad job today, David. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry if you guys. It's just hard. How do you?
No.
What do we do?
First of all, look, bring on Ndombele. At least he'll run with the ball. Bring on Lucas Moura. Let him run at them. You know, get Gio to be able to complete a pass. You know, just the basics, to be honest. Just the simple basics.
Awesome. I'm not sure what you mean, man. This is Jose, really? Like, what's Jose?
So what he
means
is,
about Jose?
What I think what he's saying is like you look at today's game and like people saying that Jose was the problem. Was Jose really the problem?
Yeah, 100%. 100%, man. We got a Mr. O'Grady here saying he came on just to say that to remind everyone that David was right. Players are at fault. If they won't show up for this manager and a chance at Champions League again, then what will they do? No, but
big up there, O'Grady. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, my man.
But Mr. O'Grady, you got to remember that Ryan Mason, he's a young kid and he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's not responsible at all for any of this. You know, he's motivated these players to beat, a Southampton team full of injuries and Sheffield United. I mean, he's, the only undefeated manager in the Premier League.
But with Darryl O'Grady's comments,
I'm being sarcastic to people that don't know.
It's nice that people do listen to what I have to say, and a couple months down the line, still as listen to what I have to say and can call it out. So fair play, Dara. I absolutely love that, my man.
Yeah, 100%.
Does he realise he cost us 2 goals and he's taking 5 minutes on the ball?
Why are we playing counter-attacking football against Leeds United? Why are we lumping the ball forward? Why are they the team playing and we just lumping it up? I thought this was the problem that everybody had with Jose Mourinho's style, was playing like this.
Yeah.
Look at Lucas Moore. Look at him running there. They haven't had to pull on his back.
I tried telling people it wasn't 100%, like it wasn't a tactic. It wasn't a tactic. We just thought, like, when you can't keep the ball, right?
Why is Lucas Moore getting a yellow card there?
Oh, I don't know. But the thing is,
No,
this is what I was
VAR
telling
has to
people,
review
though.
that. VAR has to review that. Why is Lucas
won't.
Moore getting a yellow card here?
The elbow. Double swing back. They won't review it because it's a
He's
yellow
trying
card.
to get his arm off the arm. Oh, that?
Yeah, I know. But like, this
You're
is what I
giving
was
him a
trying to
yellow
tell
card
Spurs
for
fans,
that?
Bowen.
Huh?
I was trying to tell Spurs fans, like, it wasn't a tactic to sit back. Like, Will, you're a footballer, man. When you can't pass a ball, right, and you can't keep hold of possession, naturally you end up dropping deeper and deeper, and you become more defensive minded because you can't do the basics and retain possession. It's not a tactic. This is what I'm telling people. We just don't have the players to play where people think we can play. We're not the Tottenham we used to be. We don't have them players.
Look at that touch from Lucas Moura. But he's no good.
Oh, he called it back.
It might have been more than 6 seconds, to be honest with you. But thank you, ref. 100% making an instant difference. I've been saying it for the last 2 weeks, but no, I'm mental. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've got no football in mind. I've got no football in brain.
Christ. Who's that idiot?
I've never kicked a football in my life, so I've got no football brain. I don't know what I'm talking about.
What is this long ball crap?
I don't know.
I thought this was supposed to go when Mourinho left. Let's put the results. Let's put the results into context, right? We came back against Southampton because their striker came off. Their vocal point, everything that runs through him, came off. They had no vocal point after he came off, which meant we could keep possession and play on the front foot, right? We went into City. Now, the way we played against City, if that was Jose Mourinho, people would have caned off him, right? Would have absolutely lit off him.
Oh, Aurier was a good shot, though.
Oh, unlucky. We beat Sheffield United, a team who are already relegated and don't care. They're checked out. They're already on holiday, right? And now we come into a Leeds game and we're being outplayed. People need to wake up. It's not a manager thing. They need to wake up and get called for these players. They need to start telling the truth about these players. We need to start acting like a big club with a big club mentality and call the players out when they're not good enough. You don't see Liverpool fans sitting there making excuses for David Origi. They all know he's shit and they say he's shit and they want him out. With Tottenham, Dele Alli makes one game, the Winks comes on and makes one game, and all we're talking about after is, maybe there is a role again for them. Maybe they can do this, maybe they can do that. We need to stop and cut that crap as well. We need to stop it. We need to start going with a bigger mentality. And start calling it out as things are. Or is it's only going to get worse? See where we're at right now? That's where we're going to be if we don't stop this crap.
Why is Harry Kane continue to take these free kicks?
He's had a poor game. I just hope he puts this one in.
He better. If he hits the wall again, I'm going to be livid. was a good effort. He got underneath it too much. Too far underneath it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Step out, Dyer. Why are you giving him 6 yards of space? Run out there with your hands behind him, but get closer. I don't. It is painful to watch, and we have to entertain you, lads. Come on now. Sorry, Matt, if you're watching out there. Oh. Kane to Lamella. Lamella playing around. Drops it back to Eric Dyer.
Some of these
Back to
players
Lamella.
realize they've got more on offer, and we're actually a goal down. We need 2 goals. We have to win. Some of these players, they even register it that there's only 20 minutes left, and they need to kind of like start speeding things up a bit and start playing forward and being a bit proactive.
Only
You know what I
Lucas
mean?
Moura.
Start performing like these amazing players that half of our fans think they are.
Pass the ball who somebody can do something with it.
No,
Not
10
Lamella.
minutes, set pass. Look at that. And we're going to start putting the ball in behind, putting the ball in the box, popping off shots. Anybody?
Good ball,
Come on.
Watchalong.
Oh, good ball across.
Corner.
Oh.
Bring in. I think it's right, Jason Fox. Jason Fox says we need to bring Ndembele on to replace Lo Celso right now. 100%.
Yeah, no.
That
Of course we
substitution needs to happen right now.
No, people call Jose
Ryan
Mourinho
Mason.
a liar. People call Jose Mourinho a liar. Ryan Mason is literally lying to your face. And Ndembele has a muscle injury. Give me a break. He had 2 games to come out with that, and he didn't.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know what? Just blow up the final whistle now, please. Just blow it up. I've had enough. I've had enough.
Behind you, Dyer.
We're
Check your
literally making
shoulder.
these look like Barcelona.
Check your shoulder.
Oh my God, that's too easy. Oh my God. Now blow it up, blow it up, blow it up, blow it up. I'm done. Had enough. Blow it up, please. Let me get on with the rest of my day.
Just who just threw something on the pitch? Are you allowed to just throw drinks on the pitch and let people drink it?
Don't know. Who knows what the rules are anymore, Will? No one plays by them anyway.
You get one like those little energy gels.
Oh my God.
Do
Oh
people
my God.
do these guys even realize that they are playing
Oh.
on the old White Hart Lane pitch?
That's a simple 5-yard pass, Will. Come on. Oh. Of course, I'm never backing him to score anyway. You have to lift that over the keeper.
Yeah. That was, I don't know why he was trying to scoot that across the front of the face of the goal like that anyway.
Any sort of urgency today would be nice. Just any sort of urgency. Whenever you're ready, 89 minutes, 90 minutes, any bit of urgency would be nice today.
Come on, Ori, do something.
Couldn't play that ball 10 minutes earlier. And he does
Corner.
that. Well done, Serge. Well done, Bobo. Bobo
Spam alert mods. Free Mr. DT. What's happened to Mr. DT? Like having 10 winks in the outfield is that bad? I don't know. There's just no moving. We're playing these long balls in over the top. He's got to come on the pitch first, mate. Win ball over to 2. Yeah, I already read that. Bring in a fresh striker. Come on in, dumb bad boy. Let's go.
Too late.
It is too late.
Too late.
It's about
What's he supposed to do in 10 minutes?
about 15 minutes too late. Hope we can do something. Let's show. And down, bad boy.
Lucas sub was 10 minutes too late. This sub was 15 minutes too late. You know, he's literally
Show him
been
that
happy.
I was right, though. Show him that I was right. Show
He's
everyone out
literally been
there.
happy for 35 minutes to watch this shit in the second half.
He didn't even look happy to have to make that substitute. He was like, I don't want to have to be proven right.
And Ndombele, please show us you care. Please.
Those two players should have been playing. Should have started.
Yep. Oh, God.
Why is Hoiberg all the way up the pitch playing like a number 10?
God knows.
Here we go. Here we go. Ah. The runner. Eric Dyer, who are you yelling at?
What is that, Hugo? What is that? He's just giving them a ball back. Fuck me. Put it down and try and play through them and go and create some. This game is infuriating, man. And all you're going to get after is let's not criticize Mason. He's inexperienced. That's what half of these people wanted. We told him this was going to happen.
Be nice to
Told him
Mason.
this was going to happen.
He knows what he's doing.
You know, I was saying Eddie Howe is a joke. It's worse than that. We got Ray Mason.
Don't hold him accountable for his substitutions. He's only doing the best he can as a young lad.
Yeah, no, come on now, can't hold him accountable for being a brown nose whatsoever. Oh,
Nobody picked him up either.
just give him a free shot there. Go on.
We're
I may as
lucky
well just
Klitsch
stand
is
up
off
and say,
today.
go on, shoot.
We're lucky Klitsch is off today because Klitsch can hurt a team when he's on form, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be perfectly frank. He's got several goals this season.
Yeah.
Come on, get a goal.
Not capable. No bottle. No bottle whatsoever. We've lost every fucking aerial duel today. We've lost every second ball, every breaking ball. Our passing has been shit. You don't deserve it.
Look at that. Boom. Look at the intensity. Pass the man right into the attacking position.
And he does that.
Look, Delhi's balls in behind were good today, but his effort. What? Oh, I already see it coming. People in the chat already put it in there.
Oh my God, this is shocking. This is shocking. Look at this.
Didn't the people asked me on my show last night? People asked me on my show last night, right? I think even you asked me today and this morning on the thing. A manager matchup between Ryan Mason and Bielsa, right? And who what was going to be? I said, I don't think it was on the Pump Up show, but I said last night on my show, that Bielsa is going to turn Ryan Mason inside out, tactically outclassed, and he's been tactically outclassed.
Yep. Yeah, the question I asked today was, 35 years age difference between them. Could that be a factor today? Could Bielsa outclass him? And look, it's happened.
It better be offside. No offside. No, people watch Kim.
I don't see any more of these players coming out in the press talking. I don't see any more of them in the press running their mouth. Will, I said it to you as soon as I seen Hugo Lloris's comments today. And I said to you, it just makes me feel uneasy. Seen it before Arsenal, seen it before Zagreb. A few other games we've seen it before. Players come out, no, we want to put it right. We want to do it for you guys. And we want to salvage the season. And then they bottle it. Then they put this shit in. Just don't speak and just be shit at least. Don't be in the press giving it this big woo-ha, wee-hee, whippity-woo. You know what I mean? We love you and all this sort of bull crap. You know what I mean? Huh?
No, I was just getting ready to yell at Hoiberg for passing it to nobody. What is that? Oswald says players so bad it's the Southampton game. I don't know. They were pretty good against Sheffield United, but this is why Coco can't be used when we're behind 100%. I don't think Lamel's been bad, to be honest with you. He was no worse than the person he came on for.
Yeah, but a Rabona when you're 3-1 down, Will, and then you even had Sergio Aurier doing a Zidane spin on it when we're already 1-0 down. These players just honestly they are literally taking the piss out of us in front of our eyes, literally.
Eric Lamela has no foot. So look, that's what I'm talking about. There's nobody making a run. That was a great ball in from almost the center circle.
No fight whatsoever.
I don't see it. Where's all this passion? Where's all this this fire that Ryan Mason has brought into this team? Where is it?
Yeah, they're all supposed to be happy right now, Will.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be delighted. Everything's a weight. The world's been lifted off their shoulders.
Free flying, a manager they can trust.
Yeah, manager they can trust. All along, I don't care what anyone says. Mourinho was right. He called them out for what it is. He put the pressure on them. They couldn't handle it. We all knew this. They just bottle jobs. They're spine. They're weak, mentally weak. We're never going to win at them with mentally weak players ever. And this is apparently all this crap. Now we can go attacking football for what? To be spanked 3-1 by Leeds? Give me a break. Get out my club. Get out.
Here comes Phillips to ensure that we don't do anything. You must be 15 minutes behind. We're at 88.54 right now. If we're 15 minutes behind, then we're 15 minutes behind.
We're definitely not 15 minutes behind anyway. Look, no urgency to go and try and get the ball back to salvage anything. Yeah, let's just jog around. Endo fat ass, you better move. Look at him slouching around. Come on, man. You should be trying to prove something.
I've scored 3-1. Dude, I don't even care about the updated score. I'm just going to take that banner down, to be honest with you. You want me to go in there? You have the energy to put that in there when we're losing 3-1 to here, I'll put this one up there and just leave that up there. Right. Throw some super chats up on this mug. Throw some super chats up on this mug. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Let's go.
You watch. Someone will get a yellow card. They'll give it the old fist pump and G up for the Sky cameras. You know what I mean? Watch. It's going to happen, I can tell you. Get a yellow card. Come on, guys. Come on. This is what they're like. They're all actors, paid actors, pretenders. Absolute pretenders. Not doers. We're triers, but we're not doers. We're just triers. Absolute mugs. Absolute mugs. Us fans are mugs for accepting these players to stay here this long. We are mugs.
Almost giving up a fourth one.
They don't give a shit.
People rolling in.
Every time you're moving out of the way of the shot. Look. Moves out of the way. Look at this. He literally moves out of the way of the shot. Look. Look at him. Put your cojones on the line, man. Put your cojones on the line. Moving out the way. What a clown.
Leeds doing well, trying to. Then Eric Dyer just carelessly tries to kick it out for a corner kick. You has to dive and stop it.
Why couldn't he do that?
He carelessly did that. He had plenty of time to bring that ball down, and he just nonchalantly tries to kick it out the back. Come on.
Look,
now.
This is what I told you, Will. When it's too late, we'll try. Look, too late. Look, but we're trying. We're sure the fans were trying. Last kick of the game. Too late. I
Our
told you
phone's
this
going nuts.
20 minutes ago. Idiots. Get that crest off. Take that jersey off. Have them players take my jersey off now. How dare they? How dare they? Look at that brainless slaphead. Look at him. What's going on? I thought Ray Mason was going to improve us.
I was already buying my my new boat for the Champions League money. But I know this is not what you want to hear. But I was about to spend that Champions League money already. €5 super chat here. It might be an unpopular statement, but so many times Kane and Sonny go missing when they're needed most. They're meant to be world class. That's not world class. Yeah, 100%. Bale went missing today first. Kane, possibly. Son got the only goal we got. So.
Take my jersey. Take that jersey off. Take it off. If you're not going to wear it with pride, with passion, and with the will to win, take it off. You do not deserve to have that crest on your chest. When so much of us fans, we wear it with so much pride, so much passion, so much heart, and they go and shit on it. They may as well just brought the jersey out to the centre circle and took a right big royal dump on the crest. Because that's how much they care about us, and that's how much they care about this team. Anytime there's something on the line, results go away, we can salvage the season or achieve something, you can guarantee on this Tottenham team not turning up. And then for the last 2 minutes of the game, to go out, all out, and they're like, oh, look, but forgive us, we tried. You're bullshit. Too much talking in the press, too much talking on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all this shit, and not enough actions on the pitch. Ban them from talking. Ban them from all press duties until we see results on the pitch.
We got Jiminy Juminjo.
Big up, Jiminy.
$5.99 Australian saying we are a hopeless team. I'm sorry to say we are, dude. I've been saying it. David's been saying it. We've all been saying it. We got Awesome All here saying the players are so bad. Jose won't even play progressive. Gee. I'm missing the context there a little bit. Dark Song G21, Annyeonghaseyo. He says, I don't want to see Coco ever again. Again, he ruined our chances to get points. I would have used Stevie instead of Coco. Next game, no Coco and MB. Look, Lucas Moura would have been far more effective in the middle of the park. Eric Lamela has problems staying in position where he should be playing.
He's a problem comprehending the English language.
Yeah. But
it's just a big problem.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows? Maybe, later this afternoon we can watch Liverpool go ahead of us and move ahead of us on the table. So, that'd be great.
Bullshit. Season's done. It's over. Watch them scouts blow, getting up in your face because they're getting fifth. You know what I mean? I'm sick of them as well. Sick of football right now. Sick of VAR. Sick of the stupid, spineless referees, stupid, spineless players, an absolute greedy wanker as an owner. Sick of it. Just sick of football right now.
Well, all the people are back in the house, Dave. We got almost 200 people walking here. They want to watch us cry and moan.
I don't want to be here, man. I just want to go and cry into a tub of Ben and Jerry's. Joke. We are a joke club, man. Like I said halfway through the stream. Overpriced, over egotistical, spineless athletes at our club who think they're a lot better than what they are. And they think because of their page packet, they're this sort of superstar. They need to get a grip of reality. You know, they threw Mauricio Pochettino under the bus, or under the bus. Oh, he trains us too hard. Oh, we're doing all this running, we're not getting results. Oh, you know, crying about it. And then Jose comes in. No, we need a daddy figure. You want a daddy figure? Go and live with son. There's your problem solved. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Problem solved. Go and live with son. Live with his father, right? If that's what you need. Jose comes in, big bad daddies, telling us the home truths. We don't like it. We're this new era, modern age player. We need to be spoke to different. All these pansy excuses, right? You know, we're going to stop running under him. He doesn't do enough tacking partner plays. You know, he doesn't do this. Well, the reason why he didn't do it is because he knows you can't pass the ball. Right now we have Ryan Mason. Yes, this is what we want. We can go out and be attacking. You know, the way the world is lifted off our shoulders. Jose was too hard on us again. We're modern players. We need a spank on the bottom to tell us how good we are. You know what I mean? And now they go out and put that shit in against Leeds. You know, what do these players want? Nothing. They don't want. They are failures. They're overhyped and they believe their own egos. They believe all the hype around them. And that's the problem. They can't even execute the basics of football. We are watching a team who can't pass, who can't move, who are reactive instead of being proactive. They can't create much right now. They can't defend. We are an absolute shambles. And these players need to be held accountable along with Enoch. 100% along with Enoch. Don't get me wrong. Right? But we also need to start having a go at these players. We have made excuses for these guys way too long now. And they're way too comfortable. And this is the result of what you've seen today. Way too comfortable. Because they know us fans are going to give them an easy ride. They're not held accountable. There's no appearance fee deduction. There's no week's wages fines for the mistakes that they make on a regular basis to cost us points. There's none of that. No, none of it. No one is held accountable for anything at this
100%.
point.
We got Dark Sunshine 21 with another 5,001. So he didn't understand why Coco keeps on shooting when he can't kick a ball for his life. Moon Boot should play baseball. The way he waits for the ball, it's perfect. To be honest, he probably would be a better or rugby player. You use that square head to run in there and bash people with.
Brickhead.
I hear the local police station down the road needs a new battering ram. Maybe they can hire Eric Dyer. We got Deck W says, stop wasting your money on Bale. Jose's fault again. You know, look, I didn't want to be right about. Look, Ryan Mason made the. Look. Why was Ndombele and Lucas Moura not playing from the beginning? Why did Lucas Moura come in for Bale? Why didn't Lucas Moura play in the 10? Why didn't Ndombele play in the 10? Why are we hurting ourselves? I just don't. But yet, you know, people get mad at me because I call people out.
Oh, football is ruining my life right now. It's ruining my life. It's killing it. Anyway, what does Fen make?
I echo everything you're saying. I'm so deflated. I don't even know what to say anymore. I just think that we are just a shit team. We're a mediocre Premier League team. This is going to be the new norm, really, without Harry Kane anyway. So you could see it when he was walking off the pitch. Oh, sorry. He knows. He knows that he doesn't want to be here anymore. He doesn't want to be at Spurs anymore. Why would he want to go and play with these lot? And yeah. I don't even think we can question the manager's tactics, because although some of the tactics were wrong, the players did not give 100% out there today. And that's the difference.
Well, it's the same with Mourinho. People question Mourinho's tactics and the players weren't giving 100%. We can't scapegoat Ryan Mason like this. He has to be held accountable as well.
He has to be held accountable. But in the second half, I think it was less tactical. He just went for the game and it didn't work. That's what. Whenever we play,
Subs were way too late, though. When you're down 3-0 and you're making your third
yeah.
sub at 80 minutes.
Well, yeah, that was, and especially when it's taking Bale off, and I thought Bale, well, no, Bale didn't have a good game anyway. So, but bringing on Lamella,
Why are people in the comments saying Josie out? Josie's been out for weeks. Where you been? Get on board. It's enough with the Jose talk. I don't even know why people are even talking about Jose anymore. Let's talk about Ryan Mason.
It goes back to the thing, though, Will, of, like, try telling people players aren't good enough. We can't play this way everyone thinks we can play, right? All of a sudden, these players were 10 times better under Jose. This is the problem. Like, we sacked Jose to have Ryan Mason. Ryan Mason, right? At least wait till the end of the season. At least wait till the end of the season. And this is what I've been trying to tell people all season long. The manager's not the problem here. Even under Pochettino, manager's not the problem. Even right now, look, Ryan Mason, he's not the problem. Problem is these players. They're shit. They're just dog shit.
How many long lump ups did Toby Alderweireld and Dyer do this match instead of playing out of the back? Like I thought the reason why we brought Mason in was because he was going to be attacking, right? He was Poch-esque. Like he was going to be able to move the ball. He's going to get the players to move the ball in and out, right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to keep possession. We're going to play possession-based, attacking, exciting football. And what did we do for the last 60 minutes of the match? Lump it forward back to their.
Yeah.
Michael Cabriel is exactly right. I said that earlier. Where is Joe Roden? Right? Jordan Stevens here with a £5 super chat. We are crap. I'm not defending any of these players' frauds, but Mason, criminal decision not playing Lucas and Tengai, and people want him full-time. Joke. Agree with you 1,000%.
Yeah, there's literally people putting a campaign together for Ryan. Good old Ryan. Good old brown nose.
But why would Conte or anyone like that want to come to Spurs?
They won't.
They don't want to come to Spurs. They don't want to deal with Spurs. We've got Jose Mourinho, one of the best managers in Premier League football. He can't even get us top 4. Or even challenge for top 4. Now Mason's in, and it's the same old story yet again.
Where are the people at? Where are the people at?
Where
are the people at that were wanting? Well, no. I'm doing a stream tonight. David's going to be going later tonight for you guys' time too. I just want to let you know I'll be running a stream tonight, 10 p.m. New York time tonight. And all the people who were cussing me out and telling me that I needed to support Ryan Mason, it's not his fault. Please come on and explain this one to me. Please do. I'll be waiting.
That's the problem. We don't hold anybody accountable. It's nothing is ever anyone's fault at this club.
No, unless it's Jose Mourinho. Unless it's Jose Mourinho. If Jose Mourinho, you can hold him accountable. But no, if he's English, no, he's fit and perfect. Doesn't matter what he does. It's insane.
This is the problem. We don't want to hold anybody accountable. Look, to be honest with you, in a way, we kind of deserve it as a fan base because, and I'm going to be honest here, the reason why I think is because we make excuses. We don't hold anybody accountable either. Look at the protest that was organised against the Super League. Not enough people turned out to hold Levy accountable. We don't hold the players accountable. We never do. We always make excuses for them. Some of them don't play all season. They come in for one game, do something for 3 minutes, and next season, we can use him. He can do this. He can do that. He's the next Iniesta. He's this. He's that. Right? We just fall for it every single time.
And look, David,
we allow them to put Mason
why do people though? Why do they push us up? You and me both, right? Even after Zagreb, we both held Harry Kane accountable for his performance in that match, not putting the finish in and putting those headers away.
Yeah.
Right. And we both love Harry Kane. It's not like why can't the rest of the fan base put blame where blame is due, give praise where praise is due, right? Like even like I said this morning on your show, on the pre-pump up over on the We Are Tom T Boys. I don't like Eric Dyer. I don't want him to stay here for a long time, but his performances over the last 2 matches have been good, right? I don't like Moon Boots. It wasn't good today, right? But give praise when praise is due, and be honest with yourself. Right? I don't understand this man worship that goes on with fans at our club who will sit there and for no reason, right? Because Ryan Mason gets a 2-1 victory with a busted up Southampton side and a 4-0 win over an already relegated, busted up Sheffield United side. All of a sudden, I'm serious. I almost threw up in my mouth watching social media after we beat Southampton, where people were like, Ryan Mason in, give him the job full time. After one match.
And you know what I mean? Will, I think you were on the watch along for the Southampton game, weren't you?
Yeah.
And I literally sat here after and said, look, I'm not getting too gassed up over it because Danny Ings coming off changed the game. I'm not getting too gassed
100%.
up over it. But then you go on Twitter and, you know, I needed a bucket to puke in because it's all this Ryan Mason fanfare and Mason is this and Mason is that. You know, like our fan base's mentality, right? We couldn't get behind a manager who has 20-odd trophies to his name, right? But we want to, you know, get behind an under-18s manager and promote him like he's the world's best manager. But not only that, then we want to fight over 17th and 18th in the league. Harry Potter and Scotty Starstruck. People, let's get Harry Potter in because of his XG. Let's get Scotty Starstruck in because he changed from a 4 at the back to a 5 at the back. We're a joke, man. We're a joke. Until us fans start calling things truthfully and get a big club mentality, things are never going to change. Levy loves our fan base because we cannot get behind and unite behind anything.
Can you actually class us as a big club, though, after that?
Yeah,
Not anymore, we're not.
We have the training complex. This is what I was for.
Let me get this super chat out the way here. Dark Senji with another 5,001. The 3 things that counter Spurs points gains. 1, rain. Well, you know, it was raining, you know. Let's not get Ty out here, right? Let's not get Ty from AFTV out here talking about rain and stuff like that. Like, come on. It's the rain. Like, if you're a footballer and you haven't played in the rain, you're messed up, right? Rain is not something that is unusual to play matches in, to train in. My 13-year-old plays in the rain. He'll be playing in the rain today. VAR, yes, that offside call was shambles. I'll give you that, Dark Sung G. That VAR call for that offside was horrible. Rodin MIA. Where is Rodin? He hasn't been on the bench the last 2 weeks. Moon Boots and Coco, lack of skills and basics. Coco Greed and Hate Son. Look, I don't like LaMelo either, but I don't think LaMelo was an issue. He already came onto the game when it was already done and dusted. I don't really think that he's at fault for anything. Did he help the situation? Probably not. But to be honest with you, I stopped paying attention after that 3rd goal, so I didn't really look to see how he played anyway. So I couldn't tell you that you're right. You're off the mark or spot on that one, Dark Song G. But thank you for the super chat.
The last comment where he said is greed. That's one thing that I'm starting to notice. Players aren't in it for Spurs. I was listening to the commentary and Steve McManaman, he said Spurs are a team of individuals. Leeds played as a team, and I think that sums it up quite nicely. The only thing that these players are in this Spurs team for is either money or to go on and achieve better things in their career than Spurs. That's
going to achieve better things. They're all delusional to think they are. They're not going on to achieve better things. Tottenham, half of them, I actually think, realise Tottenham is as good as it gets for them, and that's why they're hanging on for so long. That's why.
If you think about it, Jose's done exactly the same thing, though. Do you think he's going to go and do better things at Roma than what he's done at Spurs?
100%.
Yeah, he is. And that's what I think it comes down to, and that's the owner's fault as well. But it was...
Yeah, look. Ultimately, it all boils down to the owners. But these players are the ones out here today. These players are the ones that let us down against Zagreb, let us down against Arsenal and North London Derby, let us down when we were top of the league. You know what I mean? They let us down in Champions League final, let us down in another League Cup final, let us down in 2 league run-ins, let us down in so many League Cup and FA Cup semi-finals. Same players. As much as we have to call out the owners, yes, 100%, fully agree. 100% on that bandwagon. If I was over in London, I'd be leading it, right? But we also have to start being real and talking about the man and about these players as well. Stop sugarcoating them. Stop sugarcoating them. Tell them the home truths. They need to hear this. They have to start being held accountable. Too much coming out in the press before Arsenal.
I can already hear it now, David. I can already hear it now, David. I can already hear it now, David. Even all those people that protected Mason, even as far as close as yesterday and before that. It's not Ryan Mason's fault. He's just doing what Daniel Levy told him to do.
I know.
Right? It's not his fault. He's only 29 years old. It's not his fault. We can't blame Ryan Mason. He's only 29. He's just a kid. You know, he's just doing the best that he can. Right? That's the exact same excuses that people are going to go now. People are going to slate me for coming out harsh on Ryan Mason. But I'm sorry, he's the one standing in the dugout. He's the one that they're making the substitutions, unless he's not, right? And then come out and say it. Look, Ryan Mason, today in the press conference, if you're not making those substitutions, come out in the press conference and say, I'm not making the subs. Daniel Levy tells me who to play, and I play him. If you're not the one to blame, put the blame on the person that's the one to blame. Because right now, I'm telling you, man, right now, look, even you as a 29-year-old kid, you just got done by Leeds United worse than you got done by Manchester City in a Carabao Cup final.
Yep, just took a dump right on Ryan Mason's chest today.
Bielsa's like, look here, young man, I'm going to put you right where you belong, back with the U18s. I mean, hey, I'll tell you what, let's get rid of Ryan Mason. Let's bring in the U13 coach too. Let's give him a run, a shot at the first team.
Yeah.
Why not? Jordan Stevens here with a £3 super chat. One trophy in 20 years, but never anyone's fault. It's a joke. Then we got Dark Sun G up here with another $5,000 or 5,001 chat. I wish it was $5,000. This one here, we appreciate the super chat, but this is going to lose you some fans, Dark Sun G. I can already tell. He says, Son is the only one that deserves to wear the shirt. 2 huge games before this was Zagreb and Arsenal. And the common factor is Son is out, Kane is in.
Look,
he's calling out the Kaner.
Yeah, no, but look, I've had enough of this as well. Look, Kane, as clinical as he is and as good as he is, there's questions over when the big stage arrives, right? But we need to stop with this Son fanfare as well. He's the exact same. He's the exact same. He scored today. He scored last week, but for about 3 months, he done fuck all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He crying after the epic, crying after the Carabao Cup final, and he was absolutely useless.
Yeah,
you know,
100%. Definitely useless in the Carabao Cup final, 100%. Kane was too, to be honest. That game.
Kane and Son. Look, they're our best players, but as well,
they go missing. They both do. And to be honest, I think now after today's match, I think it's fairly even because right now it's like there'll be Son will have 2 more games than Kane where he didn't get an attacking return. So I think both of them with no attacking returns out of how many games we played yet this season? We've got 3 left, so that means 35. Out of 35 matches, Son has 18 games without an attacking return, and Harry Kane has 16 games without an attacking return. So 2 of those matches for Kane were out with injury. One of them was out for injury with Son, but
it's just not good enough. Just not good enough.
No,
I'm not saying Kane and Son are both class. To be honest with you, they've done enough over the years. You don't both get double digits in the goals and assists if you're not a class player at this level. It's like telling you to pick between my left nut and my right nut. They're both mine, and I love them. So
we're just you know what's going to come out now. The player's going to be sitting there in the press conference and the manager, and we're all so bitterly disappointed and upset and just as frustrated as you guys. But they're not. They're not. Make no mistakes about it, right? They're going to go home to their big £1 million mansion tonight in their big £500,000 car, big Jeep, big Range Rover, back to their mansion with electric gates, indoor swimming pool, outdoor swimming pool, football pitch, 20 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, massive kitchen, games room, sitting room, the whole lot, right? You know, with big, massive couches, with their pool tables. They're going to sit there. They're going to play a bit of whatever Fortnite it is or whatever they play. You know what I mean? And they're going to go to sleep on their queen size mattress, memory foam, best mattress, best duvets, and sleep sound tonight. We're not. They are, and that's the difference. They don't care. They don't hurt like we do. They do not hurt the way we do. They couldn't give a toss about us. If they come out making all the right noises in the paper after, please don't fall for it. I'm begging you, please. Do not fall for it.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, at least the top 4 talk can go away.
Yeah, it's finished out.
That's well and truly it.
And then we'll go out and beat Aston Villa, and people will say it's back on again.
Yeah, Chelsea will go and lose to City, and we'll go and beat Villa, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's back on."
No, it's over. It's over. We need to win. We needed to win all 5 games. It's finished. Top 4 is done.
Yeah.
We're not a good team. We're not even good enough to get top 4 anyway. So
This is where the live table's at. Throw that over there.
Man, I am hurting after that. I am hurting. How many times do they have to keep slapping me in the face with the same fish? Jesus
I don't
Christ.
know. Look, Bale should have gone off way earlier than he did.
Yeah.
Well, look, Ryan Mason, if you want to compliment,
or Lascelles, so that should have happened a lot earlier as well.
Yeah. But Ryan Mason, if you want to compliment from me today, at least you didn't bring on Harry Winks. So that's the best you got.
to be fair, at least we could have blamed him.
I wouldn't have blamed Harry Winks. I would have blamed Ryan Mason, but that's me. These guys taking the piss, no heart. I'm gonna follow GAA County Mayo. They got my grit and heart.
Yeah.
Good job, lads.
What I will say is, at least with the GAA, they're not really they're amateurs, right? And they give it their all. You don't understand how much these guys sacrifice just to play for the club and county without being paid. They're not allowed out for throughout the season. They're not allowed out drinking, so they don't go to social events. They have to be able to get time off work to be able to make the trainings morning and night. And then we have these overpaid ponces at our club who can't even get around the pitch. Can't get around the pitch because they're too privileged.
Should I say it?
Say what?
We played 35 games. We have 3 matches left, and we're 6 points from 4th spot.
No, it's over.
We win. So we've played 30 matches. We win 36, game week 36 and game week 37. That puts us at 62. We'll be 1 point behind Leicester City going into the last match if they lose their next 2 matches.
But the thing is, Everton, we might not even secure Europa League football this season. Liverpool and Everton can both go above us.
Yep.
Because they've got 2 games in hand. They can still both go above us.
Leeds United could go above us. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, they can.
Another positive, though, is Arsenal is back in 10th today.
It's the only time it's the only thing I can laugh at this is laughing at them pointless little weasel cockroaches.
I mean, hell, Arsenal could still go ahead of us this season. They're on 49 points.
They've done it before when they beat us the second in a 2-horse race.
They're on 49 points right now with 4 games left to play.
To not even get 60 points this season. Come on, 60 points.
Yeah. So I mean, our max possible points that we can get now is 65. So
we're done.
Leicester's still mathematically 2 points in reach. Oh wait, hold on. We got a comment here. Arsenal still win trophies. What trophy did you win this year, mate? I'm just curious.
Top half of the table trophy.
Top half of the table, the 10th place spot, double digits in on the table.
Do you know what they're lifting? The underachievers trophy. Biggest underachievers. That's the only trophy they're lifting.
Oh, Europa Conference. You guys didn't win no Europa Conference.
You can't even make that. That's brilliant. Do you know what? Look, just let them live in the past. Because the longer these Arsenal fans live in the past, the better it gets for us because they're not awake to what's going on. So I encourage just keep living in the past, keep thinking you're the same old Arsenal, please, because what you haven't done is address the issues. And your club's declining year on year on year. Every other fan base will be trying to tell you, no, we're the big, bold Arsenal. We can roll through. So keep living in the past. I beg you, please. Because the more you live in the past, the lower down you go. And it's great. It's fantastic for my mental health. Thank you.
Robert Davies, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. 1 year, 13 years. What are you talking about? Do the math. I can't do math if there's no equation, my friend. 1 year, 13 years. What are you talking about? We finished when was the last Totteringham's Day? I don't even remember. All right, go back. Do the math. You want me to use some physics and go make a time machine so you can go back to 2010 when your team wasn't actual shit? Serious. I can't do that. Good evening.
The big greatest ever excuse for Arsenal is it's raining.
Yeah, it was a little bit rain. Go watch AFTV. Go talk to Ty about it raining. Leave me alone.
You need to laugh. If you don't laugh, you're gonna cry.
But thank you for cheering me up, Arsenal guys. Right? Anytime I start to feel bad about my team, I can at least look down the table and watch you guys and feel a little bit better about myself.
Well, you might have to gather the Rangers together and send them on a recon mission to look for Arsenal throughout Europe next year.
Yeah, I've already changed the words to the song, right? Even if we end up, I don't even if say we get that European Conference League and we end up playing, on Friday night. I don't know when they're gonna have those matches, but right? I've already rewritten the song, right? You play no nights because you're watching Tottenham on a Thursday night. You play never because you're.
Imagine being dumped out by your former manager. So upset.
Yeah. The only chance we have of top four is if we beat Villa, Wolves, and by then Chelsea and Leicester lose their next game and the face-off ends in a win.
Nah, it's over. We're done.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's still mathematically possible. That's what I'm saying. I was saying it to be funny, right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. People are going to come out here and they're going to still be like, we've got, right? Because what's going to happen is we're going to go out there. When is our fixture with Aston Villa? Do we play before those other guys?
I don't know.
Let me look at the fixtures. 10th of May.
We're playing Sunday. Oh no. We got Wolves.
Yeah, we play Sunday.
And then who is it after Wolves? Where am I going? Villa.
So Leicester plays Man United on Tuesday. Again. So we'll have seen them lose another time. Chelsea play Arsenal on Wednesday. And then
I'd rather us actually play first.
Yeah, get it out the way.
Exactly, because then I think there's some of the players, they don't. No, there can't be too much pressure. You're playing for Spurs. There should be pressure, but
yeah, we need to be playing that match first because
yeah, exactly. But the chances of us getting top four, we need something better than the Ajax miracle. We need God to come down and summon us, and we might just about get there.
No, we need Harry Potter to come in with his XG wand, and that's what we need.
Man, do you guys remember
Expelliarmus
after the West Ham
goals.
loss? Do you guys remember after the second West Ham loss when I said that what's going to happen is going to come down and we're going to be, we're going to bottle it against Leicester in the last match of the season? It looks like that part's off, but what we could do is we could be 1 point behind them going into the last game.
Frank Lampard is coming in as manager, guarantee you.
I guess it would still be right because we're ahead of them in goal differential. If we come in behind them 1 point behind them in the end of the season, that means that all we would need would be a win or a draw to move to get top 4, and we'd bottle it. So it's still on. My prediction is still on. Brad Matthews, the worst thing about today's result is that I'm not surprised by it. No skill, fight, fitness, and future under a current team, management, and owners. We need more likes on the stream, though. It's been up to like 300 at some points since we lost. I guess we're not as excited. Also, too, we also need more subscriptions over at the Irish Hotspur and THFC Rants, if you don't mind, and Everything Football for Fen. So head on over there to do that. And
if you want to hear some home truths on the stream this evening, you definitely want to hit the subscribe button on the Irish Hotspur. Because look, people think I've been harsh on some of these players already. That was me holding back. You're going to get some real home truths today. I'm not messing. I ain't holding back. I'm fed up. And then after that, if it's not enough for you, get over to Will's channel because it's probably going to be even more. So make sure you do subscribe because it's coming.
Yeah, head on over to that for sure. Look, man, what do people want to talk about? Let's throw some questions in there. Yeah, Reload XX, he knows what he's talking about. He says he needs that 5-hour stream for Will too later. Yeah, 100%, dude. It's gonna be look, you post-match streams after a loss on the rant show. You guys don't want to miss those, man. It's going to be hot and flying. People are going to be yelling, screaming, and crying. Blood might be shed from me banging my head on my desk.
And Brian C was asking what time or Rob Coyne was asking what time for me. Look, it'd probably be about 9 o'clock, I'd say, my man. But if you go off the channel, hit the notification bell beside it. As soon as I do go live, it'll alert you so you won't miss out on it. And same with Will's channel. You hit that notification bell, you'll never miss a stream.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it over here. Just throw a link in there, chat or something, let people do it. But
honestly, lads, we may as well just suit and put ourselves up and go out and play next week because we do a lot better job than this kind of crap of shit.
Oh yeah, David, what boots you putting on? You got a pick of any boots? Which ones you whacking on?
Oh, I go with a classic pair of what were they? Total 90s.
You'll bang a film with those, David. Top bit. Harry Kane won't have anything.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, some of the best football I played in them, man.
Yeah, Harry Kane might have to go in goal, like in that Europa League game. Stick him in goal.
Kyan Jamal, please don't spam, or I'm gonna have to put you in timeout, right? Because that blocks the chat up, so nobody can do anything. All right, I gave you a warning and you didn't listen, so I'm gonna have to put you in timeout. Right? Don't garb up the chat with your goofiness. I agree with you. Mason does suck. Okay, so it's not because I don't like what you're saying. But if you think that, you don't know. But I just put the link to the Irish Hotspur in the chat there. Make sure you go over and give him a subscribe. He'll be going live first.
Drop yours in as well.
Yeah, I'll throw mine in there too. And Finn, if you want, you can throw yours in there. You're a mod on this channel, right, Finn? Or no?
No.
Post it in the private chat and I'll throw it up there too.
You should be a mod by now, Finn.
Yeah, I'm going to be hitting Matty up. I'm going to speak to him. I'll tell him off. I'll say,
you need a promotion, lad.
Yeah, how many times have I been on your stream so far, Matt? You wouldn't believe it. I went on randomly yesterday. I was going on my YouTube And I saw a live stream. It was like from this Liverpool channel. I was like, what are they chatting about? Wouldn't believe it. Matty Hayes was on there. I was like, what a find.
Oh, on the LFC Day Trippers.
Yeah, I saw him on there.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe it. Matt is everywhere now.
Yeah, Matt's everywhere. Matt's doing very well for himself.
He
needs
is.
to keep it up.
He
Needs
is.
to keep it up.
There's the link. There's the link for the THFC Rants channel there. Even if you don't like me, come over and give us a subscribe. There are a lot of people else who do shows on my channel. We've got Cody Mack. He's doing a morning show, and he does a show with me too. And we've got some other new talent that'll be coming to the channel soon. So make sure you do that. But guys, man, it's 10 a.m. It's 30 minutes after the match has ended. I got a lads, my son's game I got to go to, so I'm gonna have to head out. If I close this down, I think the stream closes down. So
yeah, we'll end it off here. We've been at a 3-hour 45 now through this absolute dismal crap. But look, guys, make sure you do if you're new and you have tuned in, and you want to see a lot more of these watch-alongs. Make sure you do press the subscribe button on Matty's channel here. If you've enjoyed the stream, make sure you do get your super chats in to show your appreciation. Make sure you do smash a like on the stream as well. And hit the notification button on Matt's channel as well. So when he does put out future streams, you'll get the alert so you won't miss one. Look.
Yeah, and like this video too before it shuts down. If you haven't liked it yet, go ahead and throw it up a like. It helps Matty Hayes out. Stuff like that with the algorithm. We've still got about 177 people watching with us now. Go ahead and hit that like.
Yeah, we should have at least 200, 250 likes by now.
We got 194. So we got to get that. You got to get that to 200 before I bounce out of here. So hurry up and smash that like button. 195.
It already does help
more.
with the YouTube algorithm, guys.
Yeah.
196. 4 more. Let's go.
Come on.
Drop the chat down there and throw a like on the video. Come on.
There's four of you that haven't hit the like button. Look, it's the only satisfaction and the bit of joy you're going to get today by hitting that like button.
Yep.
And then after that, you're back to reality of how shit Spurs are.
Yeah.
All right, 201. You guys rock. Thank you very much for watching us. Michael Kramer said, good job. Will and Dave, press the like button, every single one of you. Thank you, Finn, for coming on.
No worries.
Wait, where did it go? Lionel Messi says, David and Will, I'll be there with ice cream in hand. Thank you very much. Come on over to the club. Lionel, we need you. Bring me ice cream.
Please come to Lionel.
And Lionel Messi, if you want to end the debate on who's better, you or Ronaldo, come to Spurs and win us a trophy, and that'll end it real quick.
Yeah. So true.
All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'm going to roll this channel trailer, and we'll see you next time.